on the Colorado State Sports Network.
Kicked out, Clifford fakes the three. He drives in. It's been Chainsaw City here in Dayton tonight. No bad vibes for the Colorado State Rams.
From Learfield, Rams basketball is brought to you by the Green and Gold Guard, the official collective of Colorado State Athletics. Support the Guard and support your Rams at thegguard.com. SeatGeek, the official fan-to-fan ticket marketplace of the CSU Rams. Alpine Gardens, landscapes handcrafted for life. And by FNBO, First National Bank of Omaha. This is the NCAA tournament. The Rams, the Terrapins. The tip is moments away. Now with a call of the game, here's Adam Nigon and Brian Roth.
Well set for this one, expecting a capacity crowd of over 18,000 fans here in Seattle for this one. Round number 2 of the West region as the number 12 seed, Colorado State, coming in at 26-9, all set to run with the Terrapins of Maryland at 26-8. We'll get you the starting lineups here in just a moment, but first let's take 10 seconds. Allow stations across the network to identify themselves. 10 seconds on the Colorado State Sports Network. All right, let's take a look at the starters presented by Alpine Gardens, landscapes handcrafted for life. For Maryland out of the Big Ten, point guard Jacoby Gillespie, 6'1", 186, the junior from Greenville, North Carolina. Nearly 15 points per game, averages 5 assists. Rodney Rice, 6'4", 198, the sophomore out of Clinton, Virginia. Transfer from Virginia Tech, 14 points per game. And then Sultan Miguel, 6'4", senior out of Angola. Transfer from South Florida, 12 points per game. Again, everybody in the starting 5 average double figures. The 2 big men, Julian Reese, 6'9", senior from Baltimore, 13 points, 9 rebounds. And then the phenom, the former McDonald's All-American, Derek Queen, 6'10", freshman from Baltimore, 16 points, 9 rebounds, leads the Terrapins in both categories. Head coach Kevin Willard, down his 3rd season, 64 wins, 38 losses at Maryland, his 18th year overall. Spent the previous 12 seasons before Maryland with the Pirates of Seton Hall. Starting lineup for the Rams at 26-9. The point guard, Kyan Evans, career high 23 on Friday night. Jalen Lake, 6'4", senior, Waxahachie, Texas. He had 14. Nick Clifford, 6'6", 191. The senior from Colorado Springs leads the Rams 19 points and nearly 10 rebounds per game. Jaden Crocker Johnson goes 6'8", sophomore from San Antonio. And then Rashawn Bemba, 6'7", 250, the sophomore from Vienna, Austria. Head coach Nico Medved, now in his 7th season in Fort Collins, 143 wins, 84 losses. He's assisted by Ali Frokmanesh, Brian Cooley, Tim Shelton, Ken DeWeese, and Joe Deciman. And we welcome you here at courtside alongside Adam Nigon. I'm Brian Roth, so grateful to have you aboard here for this one. The Rams tried to make a run to the Sweet 16. Adam, how do they get it done?
They've got to contain Jacoby Gillespie. He leads the team in assists and three-point makes. Forget about Derek Queen for a second. He's their point guard. He's the one who gets everything going. Slow him down and then make them feel us. Give us some pressure and make them start to rethink what they're doing.
And the opening tip is won by Colorado State. Rams will get the first possession. They're the higher seed, or I should say lower seed, however you want to look at it, the 12 seed. They're wearing the visiting uniforms, green with the gold numbers. Meanwhile, the whites for Maryland with the red numbers. And Clifford turns it over in the front court. Gillespie back the other way, stumbles, had to retrieve the basketball in the right corner. Gillespie has it out front, watched there by Jalen Lake. Maryland moving left to right, attacking the bucket to our right. Green, the big man, catches out front, tried to lob down low. They'll turn it over. Clifford hopped in the passing lane. So each team giving the other the basketball in the first possession. Crocker Johnson on the inside. Bank shot up and good with the left hand.
And talk about a confidence-building shot there right over Derek Queen.
Front court Gillespie. Top of the key. Queen wants to shoot the three. Good. He's only hit 4 all season long.
And I know you're upset, but Coach Medved might not be. I mean, he likes when guys make their first shot who don't normally shoot outside. You force him to maybe settle the next few possessions.
Rams have it in the front court. Here's Clifford, drives right in the lane, hangs and banks it off the backboard. Up and good. Rams back in front 4-3.
Way to attack. How about that jab step, too? Really shaking Queen off of him.
Here's Reese, the big man, right of the lane, working against Bemba, backing his way in, and he walked with the basketball. Boy, he really tried to bang inside with Rashawn Bemba, and he pulled the chair on him.
And that's going to be the matchup to watch. Do we have to double Reese? I know we'll probably have to help on Queen inside, but can you play one-on-one down low and not have to double every single person in the post?
90 seconds into the contest, 4-3. Colorado State leading Maryland. Stumbling out front was Jalen Lake, stolen Gillespie. Has it in the front court, drives right in the lane, lays it up and in. That's another turnover from Colorado State.
And an errant pass from Clifford to start, and then Jalen Lake just loses his footing.
Rams have it in the front court. 5-4 lead for Maryland. Top of the key, Bemba. Rams working around to the left side to Crocker Johnson. Back to Bemba, top of the key. Not being guarded there, hands to Lake. Drives foul line, pull up two, swish.
I love it. I love it. We're in such a good rhythm right now. Forget about those turnovers for a second. How good offensively had the 3 buckets that we've knocked down are.
6-5, Colorado State back in front. Maryland into the front court. Top of the key is Rodney Rice. Drives right, pull up two. Bricked it, rebound Jalen Crocker Johnson. And then a foul going for the board. Is that going to go on Crocker Johnson? Oh boy, it is. That's a tough call.
And he wasn't going to come up with that rebound. He'd been sealed out by 2 guys. And you want to talk about somebody holding and grabbing. Kyan Evans trying to come off a down screen. Absolutely got denied by Gillespie.
Boy, there's a gift to Maryland here in the opening minutes. 17:34 to go. Just out of the gates here from Seattle, 6'5" Rams. Right side, outside there. Queen, another 3. Good. Are you kidding me? The dude's a 16% three-point shooter. Adam, I was watching him warming up. He had a hard time hitting anything. He's already gone 2 for 2. And into the front court, ball gets poked away, out of bounds. Stays with CSU.
You're right, though. Again,
and it's a broken shot. It's a little hitch at the very top.
It doesn't look great. It doesn't look great, but again, you're keeping him outside of the paint. I know he cannot make all the threes he takes today, so you're really kind of just baiting him into settling for jumpers.
And Queen came in 4 of 28 from the three-point line on the season. He's 2 for 2 here. I know when that second one went up, you were excited, Adam. I was too, but he made that one as well. All right, here we go. 8-6, Rams in the front court. Back in the basket to our left. Bemba top of the key, now to Crocker Johnson, high right. Here's Lake off the screen, hoisted up. 3 on target, straight away from Jalen Lake.
And that's who you want to get going. You forget he was our second leading scorer up until the middle of December.
Queen catches top of the key, Rams back out in front. Out of the key right there is Miguel. Left side Gillespie drives inside. Got walled up. Rejected. Rams with the basketball. 1-on-3 led by Clifford. Neat can appeal off to the high right. Now to Lake. Deep 3. Bangs it in. And a 12-8 lead for Colorado State.
And they could not get him the ball quick enough. He was ready and waiting. Good for Neek to let him get set before he gives it to him.
On the right side, McGill got it to Reese at the foul line. Kick to the corner. 3-shot is up. Short there. Rebound on the weak side. Queen lost it out of bounds. And it'll be Terrapin basketball. Stops the clock at 16:07 to go here, and they'll reset the shot clock. They did, I believe, and then it went out of bounds. And now they're going to reset it again.
And I think Queen got away with a little something extracurricular there on Crocker Johnson, bodying him and using that off arm just enough.
Maryland on the inbounds, got it to the freshman Queen left side. Out to Gillespie, cuts inside the arc, hands off Rice, floater up, air ball, missed everything, and it goes out of bounds. So it'll be CSU basketball, and this Seattle crowd is cheering for Colorado State.
You can feel it all the way up to the upper deck. There's 4 levels they're filling in, and you're right. Just get this Maryland team to start thinking a little bit about what they're doing, and you're going to have some success.
All right, what a start for the green and gold. Rams will get the basketball when we come back. It's a 12-8 lead for CSU, and they have knocked down 2 threes, both coming off the fingertips of the senior Jalen Lake. 12-8, Rams with the lead, 15:59 to go. We're in the first. Back to Seattle after this on the Colorado State Sports Network from Learfield.
Seconds making a play. Short's got it covered.
A winning insurance strategy doesn't rely on one person.
Good hustle, good hustle.
Two things: communicate with your guys and make sure everyone's in the right coverage.
It takes a team that knows its roles well, working together to provide an exceptional experience.
Set the screen. You have to protect yourself. All right, Wildcats on 3. 1, 2, 3, Wildcats!
At Shelter Insurance, you can count on our local agents and award-winning customer service to help you protect what matters most.
This is Dan Kaplis. I represent seriously injured people. Our firm is the official law firm partner of the CSU Rams, the Denver Nuggets, and the Colorado Avalanche because we have that same ferocious commitment to winning, and we win at a historic level. We accept righteous injury cases on a percentage fee basis. We have offices in Fort Collins, Greeley, Loveland, and the Denver Tech Center. If you need our help, please call 970-785-5000 or hit dankapleslaw.com.
Fans, this broadcast of the NCAA Division I Men's Basketball Championship is authorized under the broadcast rights granted by the NCAA through Westwood One. It's intended solely for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Any reproduction, retransmission, or other use of this broadcast without the express written consent of the NCAA and Westwood One is strictly prohibited. Well, back here, Climate Pledge Arena, we're in Seattle. A rainy day outside, but man, this thing's off to a scorching hot start. 15:59 to go. First half, 12-8 Rams. Colorado State 2 for 2 from downtown. Meanwhile, from Maryland, 2 for 3 from beyond the arc.
And a bit uncharacteristic, Derek Queen has 2 of the 3 threes made, and a guy who you mentioned before the game only had 4 makes all season long. But again, is this going to just get fool's gold? Is he going to get baited into settling for jumpers? You hope so, because you like what you've seen down low on Julian Reese with Crocker Johnson and Bemba.
Yeah, that's always what coaches will tell you. And with bad three-point shooters, it's never a bad thing when you see them make one because, as you mentioned, the fool's gold, it gives them that false sense of, hey, look, I'm hot tonight. And then they can start jacking them up, and the numbers are usually always going to win out. All right, CSU basketball at the timeout. Rams moving right to left. Nico Medved going to his bench. The big man Joppa's checked in. Ryan Evans, top of the key, hands off to Joppa. Rams cycle around left side. Got it to Evans again. Drives right in the lane. Floater in the paint, too strong. Got his own board, right low block. Had to kick out to Clifford. New life here for Colorado State. Clifford circles back out front. Jalen Crocker Johnson to Lake now up between the rings. Jalen drives in the paint, out to Crocker Johnson, steps into a 3. Halfway down, popped out. Rebound to Maryland. Lesby has it in the front court.
That's a great set, though. You make Maryland work defensively for about 50 seconds there, and this is a team that likes to get out in the open floor and go fast. Rams have really slowed the offense of Maryland down.
Lesby, the point guard, top of the key. Now to Queen, the big man. Queen wants to drive right in the lane, walk with the basketball. It's a turnover.
And again, you see that Crocker Johnson is not going to overextend himself and take Queen seriously from deep. Gives him that space, and when he drives right to him, all Crocker Johnson has to do is just slide his feet a couple of steps.
Queen going to go to the bench, and Jordan Geronimo, a 6'6" senior, is going to check in for him. 5 minutes into the contest, 12-8. CSU with the early advantage. Here's Clifford up top of the key. Lesby got switched out on him, now to Bourne left side, to feed it left of the lane to Joppa, outside to Evans, makes the 3, drives inside, floater at the rim, missed it, too strong there. So Evans has misfired on his first 2 shot attempts. Rebound to Maryland. Terrapins left to right into the front court. Reese has it head of the key. The big man wants to hand off there, does to Miguel. Boy, being hounded by Clifford. Ram defense has been A+ so far. Crossing over, pull-up jumper, fade away, bricked it. Rebound, Clifford. What a defensive effort by Neek. Clifford front court. Holds it up at the top of the key. Now wants to go downhill. Had to send it out to Bourne. Bowen Bourne, top of the key. Up between the rings. It goes to Joppa. 14:15 to go here in the first half of play. Rams by 4. Clifford, wide open 3. Fires it up, missed it short. Rebound Morton, hands to Clifford. Down the lane, lays it up, and oh, he missed it. Rebound to Maryland. Rams are getting some good shots at the rim.
And too bad it took an extra bounce off the hoop because Joppa's right there trying to tip that one back in.
Here's Gillespie out front. Top of the key, it goes to Rice, the guard. Boy, Rams really aggressive. Rice now drives. Lost it in the paint. Got it back, though. Sent it all the way back out front. Here's Gillespie. Gillespie crossing over, hoists up a three. No good. Rebound CSU. Forecourt. Here comes Bourne. Drives right in the lane, scoops it up, and in with the foul. What a drive from Bowen Bourne. Turned on the Jets, and he got to the rim.
And no hesitation, too. Just rip and drive and get that little contact before he throws it up high off the glass. Bowen Bourne, a guy who shot over 200 free throws the final 2 years at UNI, not shy getting to the line and using that body.
And a 14-8 lead here for Colorado State early on in this 12-4 matchup. And Bowen Bourne to the free throw line at 4 points on Friday afternoon in the win against Memphis. The free throws up, missed it short there. And the rebound to Maryland, 14-8. Rams with an early 6-point lead. Defensive intensity for CSU has been impressive.
Well, and you see here Bowen Bourne all out denying Gillespie, not even letting him get a catch. You talk about what he does, leads the team in assists and 3 points made.
Gillespie drives right, lobs, dunk. Got it to Geronimo on the inside on the alley-oop.
And somebody's got to push Gillespie off that ball screen and make him take a few dribbles away. That time turns the corner and just breaks that defense down.
Bowen Bourne working against pressure in the backcourt. Flips it to Evans. They break it across the timeline. Inside 13 minutes to go here in the first half. 14-10. Colorado State leading by 4 here over Maryland. Maryland came in as an 8.5-point favorite. Nate Clifford outside right. Drives, got inside the paint, steps through, lays it up and in. What a move.
And the subtle seal and tiptoe around Joppa, who's got Queen on his back. What an attack from Clifford.
Right side, rising for 3 is Rice. That's in and out. Rebounded Colorado State. Rams with the basketball up by 6. Evans has it stopping top of the key. Rams going their offensive set here at the 12-16 mark here in the first half. Cutting in the lane, there's Bourne, lays it up and in. Boy, what a back cut and a find from Joppa.
And if you were worried about this team being intimidated by a Big Ten school like Maryland, forget about it.
Down the lane, Gillespie floats, tried to leave it off, does to Queen. Ball knocked away from him, out of bounds. That'll stay with Maryland, but it brings us to a media timeout. This start by Colorado State, are you kidding me?
Just pressure, making them feel us every single time defensively and then not being scared of attacking the big man inside.
We have a timeout, 11:57 to go here. What in 8 minutes for Colorado State. The defense has been terrific. The offense has been solid. They lead Maryland 18-10 on the Colorado State Sports Network from Learfield.
At Dog Training Elite, we believe every dog deserves a well-trained life. Dog Training Elite's programs will meet your specific needs. From obedience to personal protection, from service dog training to socialization, we make training your furry friend easy. We come to your home and include all equipment and group classes. Schedule your free consultation at dogtrainingelite.com or call or text us at 720-986-4DOG. Dog Training Elite, the last dog trainer you'll ever need.
It all starts with a handshake, but at FNIC, it's just the first of many. Their advisors build relationships, get to know your business, and help protect what's important to you, your family, and your employees. Commercial insurance, personal insurance, employee benefits, surety bonds, farm and crop insurance. FNIC has the solutions and guidance to help you manage risk. FNIC, trusted insurance advisors and official sponsor of CSU. Connect with an agent today at FNICgroup.com.
All right, back here in Seattle and Climate Pledge Arena, the home of the Seattle Kraken and the Seattle Reign of the NHL and WNBA respectively. 11:57 to go in the first half here in the second round of the NCAA tournament. The number 12 seed, Colorado State, boy, looking really good through the first 8+ minutes over the number 4 seed, Maryland. Again, an 18-10 lead for the Rams. Colorado State on a 12-2 run over the last 5 minutes of action. Well, tonight's game brought to you by Bank of Colorado. There's only one Colorado. There's only one CSU and one bank. It cheers as loud as you do. It's Bank of Colorado. There's only one. Back to that of Nikon. I'm Brian Roth. Boy, what has been the most impressive part of this contest so far? And there's a lot of things you can point to.
dominating the paint on both ends of the floor. That's the one that stood out to me. The Rams 8 to 4 points in the paint, just defensively filling things up, forcing guys out of their spot. You've already seen a couple turnovers from Reese and Queen, and then attacking on the other side, not being afraid. Sure, you're probably going to get your shot blocked a few times, but attacking, again, relentless pressure at the rim. And you see it. You can see it. They're going to start to bend, and then they'll start, chirping to each other. Then they'll break, man. I'm telling you, just get this Maryland team to start worrying about everything but the game.
Well, again, this is an arena that is going to be pro CSU if this game gets in the second half. And Colorado State has a lead if this thing's close. And again, that's not because Seattle folks just love Colorado folks, but the neutral fans in here, you're gonna cheer for the 12 seed over a 4 seed.
Well, they're ready for some sort of upset too, aren't they? It's been a little lackluster here the first 2 days, but another number that's standing out to me: 6 assists on 8 made field goals.
All right, so it'll be Maryland basketball. Keyshawn Williams is checked in the game for the first time off the bench for Colorado State. Maryland going to throw it in, got it to the big man Queen, has it left to the lane. Bemba on him. Colorado State diving at it with Bourne, but we get a whistle and a foul call. I think Bemba was trying to reach in as well, and he got a piece of the arm.
Well, and it's so hard to just double McQueen down low because you got 3 shooters out there who shoot 40+%. So what do you do if you're a guard? You just got to make him think a few times, jab step, fake a little, and then when he puts that ball down, you've got to get all hands on deck and make sure you're rotating.
Inbounds, Reese got it inside. Outside Queen, he'll hoist up another 3. Missed it short, rebound CSU. Here comes Williams in the front court. Well, there you go, he finally missed one at him. But again, he's got the green light after making the first 2. 11:38 to go. First half of play, Rams leading by 8 with the basketball. Williams turns the corner, pull up Jay, foul line, connects. So Keyshawn Williams off the bench, and he'll knock down the 15-footer.
And that's his shot, a pull-up mid-range. He is so deadly from there. You love to see him come off that screen ready to go.
Gillespie has in the front court, high on the right side. And then we get a whistle and a foul. Boy, that was quick. It goes against Bemba. It's his second.
And it was, though. It was just too aggressive. He's got to chill out just a little bit. I feel like he's playing into the hype here, the crowd, and the fast start. Now you're going to rely on that young freshman Kyle Jorgensen to come on and take on that senior Julian Reese.
So Reese, again, 13 points, 9 rebound guy at 6'9", 252. Jorgensen, 6'9", 225, senior versus freshman. Inbound to Reese. Has it right of the lane, immediately wants to back down, picked up the bounce. He's in a bit of trouble, had to send it back out front. They're going to repost him. Reese in the paint, to his right, leans in. Rejected by Crocker Johnson. Game over on the help side D. What a block there. Rams in the midst of a 14-2 run. Clifford down the lane, had to kick out. Keyshawn Williams fakes the 3. Got canceled at the foul line, and he's going to head back out to Bourne. Bowen drives in the paint. Crocker Johnson, left side 3, air-mailed everything. Rebound to Williams, saved it to Johnson. Lays it up, rejected by Queen. Loose ball picked up by Maryland. Terrapins in transition back the other way, down the lane. Runner up in the paint. No good, missing there. Too strong was Miguel. Rams with the rebound. Up and down we go. Clifford in the paint, lays it up, missed it, but he was fouled. And Neek gonna head to the free throw line.
And you love the way they're deciding on how to attack. You see Neek there. He's got a runner. Keyshawn Williams sprints the floor, takes that defender away, and then Neek Clifford 1-2 dribble right into the chest. And, man, I thought he was going to make that and one.
And Neek Clifford to the free throw line. The Colorado State defense continues to be very good. First free throw by Clifford's up and good. Neek has been terrific. He has 5.
Well, even that last post-up, the first post-up from Reese, Bowenborn comes from that baseline when Reese is trying to work himself down against the young freshman. He almost gets the steal, and Reese has to pick this dribble up and reset. So it's just making Maryland feel ya.
Second free throw by Clifford, swish. Nick with 6, he'll get his first breather of the contest here at the 10:29 mark. Yeah, he goes to the bench, Jalen Lake checks in, Bourne to the bench, Evans will check in. 22-10, a 16-2 run here for Colorado State. They have their largest lead. Young has it in the front court, the backup point guard. He got Gillespie. High on the right side, in the paint, Queen. Boy, rolls to the hoop and lays it up and in.
And just takes all the space away. That direct line right to the rim, you just cannot get back if you're the Ram defender in time.
Rams have it in the front court, working against a little full court pressure. Midway point here in the first half, 22-12. Evans top of the key for Colorado State. Off a high screen, Evans drives right of the lane. Little floater up off the window. It's good. A degree of difficulty high.
And of all the shots he's had today, you're right, that was the toughest one. A bit of a force, but you love to see that drop, and the Rams get back and start defending at a high level.
24-12, Rams doubling up the Terrapins. Foul line. There's Queen, drives right, floater up and in. Got away with a push. But you can't go for that ball fake.
You've got to stay down. You're right. He just gives a little of that shot faking, and Crocker Johnson bites.
Rams in the front court, 24-14. Lead is 10 for CSU at the 9:16 mark of the first half. Evans top of the key. Makes the three. Drives right to the lane. Pull up two. Too strong there. Rebound Queen on the weak side for Maryland. Outlet to Deshaun Harris-Smith. Front court to Miguel. Has it right wing. Right of the lane to the big man, Reese. Wants to drive in, to his left. Jump hook up and in. That's a tough move. And a tough shot to defend.
Well, he can't go right to the middle of the paint. Somebody has to collapse and close that gap, because you see he just jumps over Jalen Crocker Johnson.
24-16. Rams up by 8. 8:43 to go in the first. There's Jalen Lake on the outside. Drives right. Hands off to Williams high right. Reset up between the rings with Kai and Evans. 9 on the shot clock. High post speed to Jorgensen. Now to Williams. Fires a three. Missed it. Rebound Crocker Johnson. Hands to Keyshawn on the left wing. New life here for CSU. Rams are going to bring it back out front. By the March Madness logo at 7. Snaps a pass to the right side to Lake. Rams circle around to the high left to Williams. He'll drive. Got inside. Fadeaway two is up. No good. Took contact. And no call, but Maryland will fumble the basketball out of the bounds after seemingly coming up with that defensive rebound.
And how is that not a foul, though? I mean, you got Jalen Lake going out to the corner. His man's trailing, just runs right into Keyshawn Williams, who gets bodied the entire way up into that shot.
Just 2.5 seconds on the shot clock here. Got to get it in and find Clifford. Lob to Lake. Got it to Clifford. Pull up two. He falls to the floor. No call. And missed the shot. Rebound to Maryland. Front court. Here comes Rodney Rice. Very good shooter. Holds up top of the key. Hands off to Reese. Back to Gillespie, the starting point guard. Gillespie has Clifford on him. Here's Gillespie. Steps back. Launches a three. Blocked there by Clifford. And the loose ball picked up by Gillespie. 12 on the shot clock. Gillespie drives left. Kick to the corner. Here's a three. Rising is Rice. Drains it from the right side. And a timeout for Nico Medved.
What an answer from Maryland. You knew it was coming, but the defensive intensity is still there. I mean, the block from Clifford, you made Gillespie, or you made Miguel take a dribble even off of that, making that shot even harder. So you knew that run was going to come. How do you respond now out of this timeout?
All right, we'll take it with them. 7:39 to go. We're in the first half of play. Colorado State leading Maryland in a 12-5, or check that 12-4 matchup. Beg your pardon, 24-19, a 5-point advantage for CSU. Stay with us on the Colorado State Sports Network from Learfield.
It all starts with a handshake, but at FNIC, it's just the first of many. Their advisors build relationships, get to know your business, and help protect what's important to you, your family, and your employees. Commercial insurance, personal insurance, employee benefits, surety bonds, farm and crop insurance. FNIC has the solutions and guidance to help you manage risk. FNIC, trusted insurance advisors and official sponsor of CSU. Connect with an agent today at FNICgroup.com.
Life is loud, chaotic, hilarious, and occasionally peaceful. Your life fits you. So why settle for life insurance that fits someone else? At Shelter Insurance, our local agents help you design a personal protection plan backed by award-winning customer service. To get started, find an agent at shelterinsurance.com. Wear your shield. Wear your shelter. Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
Colorado State men's basketball tonight brought to you by Waterpik. They're proud to present the Student Athlete of the Week award presented to a student athlete at each home CSU basketball game. Waterpik, a Church and Dwight company and a proud corporate sponsor of CSU athletics. Well, back here in Seattle on this Sunday evening. Great to have you aboard with us. 24-19 and a 7-0 run here for the Maryland Terrapins. Rams had pushed that lead up to 12 just moments ago, but over the last 2 minutes, Maryland with a bit of a counterpunch here, Adam.
They did. In particular, they got inside the paint, and a few times Julian Reese got loose, got an easy layup right at the rim, and points now in the paint were 8-4, now 10-8 in favor of Maryland. And how about this? The Rams pick up 5 early offensive rebounds, but unable to take advantage. Just 0 second chance points opposed to the 3 offensive rebounds Maryland's got, and they've turned those into 6 points. So how can we continue to take advantage on the offensive glass? We've got to start knocking down some second chance opportunities.
Colorado State has not scored in over 2 minutes now. And a shooting drought. They have missed 6 of their last 7 shots. Colorado State come back out with Lake, Evans, Clifford, Ethan Morton, and Jalen Crocker-Johnson. Meanwhile, for Maryland, they're going to have Gillespie and Rice, 2 of their starting guards, go along with Geronimo, Reese, and Miguel. So Queen is on the bench. First team All Big Ten big man. Ram basketball. Here comes some full court pressure. And now Maryland's going to drop back. Going to go into a zone defense here. Evans surveys out between the rings. High on the right side now to Clifford. Back to Evans. High on the left side. Got a screen. Drove left baseline. Cruises underneath. Kicked all the way through to Lake. Pull up 2 on the right side. Miss it well short. And the rebound of Maryland. All right, pretty good look for Jalen. Just left it short. And here come the Terrapins. A chance to increase the 7-0 run here and pull closer. Catching high on the right side is Rice. Clifford on him. Top of the key to Gillespie. Gillespie hands off out front to Miguel. Miguel high left working against Lake. Step back 3. Swish. And a 10-0 run.
And that's tough because back-to-back threes now. So you got a couple of guys who are really starting to get it going from downtown who struggled early in this game.
Man, that was a tough shot, too. The step back over Lake, who was right there. 24-22. Colorado State's double-digit lead down to a single bucket here. 6:30 to go. Boy, interesting possession here for CSU. Love to find a bucket. Clifford surveys into the paint. Runner-up, missed it. Got his own board and stuck it back.
And you love the determination, finally getting that offensive rebound and putback, pushing Julian Reese out of the way. He jumps pretty good vertically, and then Nick Clifford cleans it up.
Clifford with 8, 26-22, snaps that 10-0 run. Into the paint, here's Gillespie, kick to the right corner. Geronimo for 3. In and out, rebound, Colorado State's. Geronimo's a kid's only hit 2 threes all season long. Rams have it in the front court, leading by 4. We slip inside, 6 minutes to go in the first half. Here from Seattle, off a high screen, Lake, nowhere to go, angle left, picked up his bounce, he's in a bit of trouble, lobs to Clifford on the left baseline, Neek squares up there, goes to work on Rice, double team comes, he's in trouble, Clifford kicks all the way out, Crocker-Johnson heaves up a 3 straight away, missed it, rebound, Reese pulled it away from Evans. Has about 7 inches in that matchup. Gillespie front court, holds up top of the key, Gillespie off a high screen, got it to Reese, down the lane. They threw it out of bounds, but at last touched Clifford. And Nick Clifford looking at the officials saying, what? That go off me? He didn't think so, but to no avail. And that'll stay with Maryland here. We have a timeout on the floor at 5:21 to go. We're going to keep it here in Seattle. Colorado State 26, Maryland 22.
Well, the Rams need to find something good going here. You got Nick Clifford to get a tough putback after he missed a contested jumper at the rim. He gets something going, but the Rams just one of their last 8 from the field, and you can see them just not getting a lot of good looks, a lot of clean offense going that they had early on. So credit Maryland for coming and tightening things up. You knew they would. So how can we respond here? We need a big finish here these last 5 minutes.
Again, 26-22. Colorado State leading by 4. Rams have held the lead for majority of this first half. There have been 6 lead changes. All happened early, and then Colorado State used a 16-2 run. Rams led 24-12, but it's been Maryland that has thrown that counter punch, and they have it back within 4. Get you caught up with some of the games going on right now in the NCAA tournament. Second round action. Number 3, Kentucky has extended their lead on the 6th seed Illinois in the Midwest, 80-69, and that thing is just about over 37 seconds to go there. Meanwhile, in the East, number 2 seeded Alabama over number 7 seed St. Mary's, 55-45. That game with about 11:50 to go in the second half of play. Still to come here tonight, it's Iowa State and Mississippi in 3-6 respectively matchup. 5 p.m. Tip-off our time, 6 p.m. Mountain Time. And then, of course, the one that a lot of the Mountain West Conference fans are watching along with this one. It's New Mexico as a 10 seed in the South taking on Michigan State 2 seed. That'll tip off at 6:40 Mountain Time. But boy, so far so good for Colorado State. They've cooled off a little bit here, Adam. But, you know, it's one of those games where you can tell in the first 8-10 minutes of the game kind of a team belongs. You can tell by the way the flow goes, what kind of shots are you getting, what kind of shots are you giving up. And, boy, I think if you're a Ram fan, you have to be really encouraged. This CSU team, to this point, looks like they certainly belong in the same court as Maryland.
Well, they've stifled Maryland defensively with what they've done with their pressure and quick switches and communication. They've really taken them out of their rhythm early. And then you see him settle in a little bit, getting a few free looks at the rim, a couple of tough contested threes get to go, and that's all this team really needs to see. You see Selton Miguel just really kind of hit a tough, 29-foot jump shot from like a step back, late shot clock, and so you're right, you've bought yourself enough time here, but it's time to counterpunch. You've gone 1 for your last 8. We need something going towards the rim.
Colorado State coming out onto the floor after that timeout. Nicola Joppa's checked back in. Lake and Evans, Clifford, Morton, and Joppa out there. Rashawn Bemba, the starting 5 for CSU, has picked up 2 early fouls. He remains on the bench. He's been good. Jalen Crocker-Johnson's been good on the defensive end, too. 5:21 to go. We're in the first, 26-22, CSU. Andy Clifford gonna guard that inbounds. Gillespie slaps the basketball, set to trigger it in, lobs it straight away out front. Got to Rodney Rice, the Virginia Tech transfer. Now to Gillespie, left wing. Fading into the paint, the big man Reese wants to back his way down. Into the paint to his right. Jump hook up. Good. Boy, it's a tough shot.
And I'm not so sure he didn't travel. I mean, he took a bit of a little crab step or skip, extra skip in there. Nick Clifford helping down.
Rams have it in the front court. Kyan Evans up by the March Madness logo. Slip inside, 15 minutes to go. Ram lead sitting at just 2. Evans on the angle left. Evans off the Joppa screen, got it to Clifford, fakes the 3, drives right down the lane, found Morton, drives inside, scoops it up and in. What a strong move there.
And what a cut from the weak side. Nick Clifford had absolutely left his feet, bails out his buddy, and he at that great attack.
McQueen got it in the paint, had to kick out to Rice. He'll penetrate into the paint, lays it up with the left hand, missed it. Oh, it got tipped up and in. Who tipped it? Who knows? Could have been any number of players.
And Ethan Morton had 2 hands on that rebound, but you're right. Somebody poked that right into the glass, into the hoop.
Evans has it in the front court. Joppa hit the floor, and now he's holding that right wrist, and dang, they're going to stop play here. Joppa's hurt. Boy, he got tripped heading into the front court and went down awkwardly. And, boy, Joppa just kind of got up, and he just, I think, said something. Might have been in Serbian and might not have been safe for radio or TV, but you can tell he's in a lot of pain. He's going to go to the bench.
Whatever you do, tape that thing up tight. We need him back in this game. The size and athleticism down low for the Maryland Terps. It really is a game where we cannot afford Joppa to not be available.
28-26, Ram basketball triggered in on the right side. Lauren change to go here in the first half of play from Seattle. Clifford top the key, now to Evans. Deep 3, got it for Kyan Evans. He had 6 on Friday, and Kansas first here on Sunday.
Timely buckets, Kyan Evans. There he is again from, 3-4 feet behind the line?
Rice has the top of the key, lead up to 5 for the Rams. Queen going to work, flails, and that should be on the floor. And he gets the foul called. It will be on the floor.
Well, how about that? Ethan Morton taking on that defensive assignment on Derek Queen. I love the adjustment. A smaller guy, Derek Queen might think he can get around him or take the low block, but he's never met a defender like Ethan Morton.
And that brings us to the under 4 media timeout. We're going to use it with them as well. Round number 2 of the NCAA tournament here from Seattle and Climate Pledge Arena. So far, so good for the 12th-seeded Rams. They lead the 4th-seeded Terrapins 31-26 on the Colorado State Sports Network from Learfield.
This is Dan Kaplis. I represent seriously injured people. Our firm is the official law firm partner of the CSU Rams, the Denver Nuggets, and the Colorado Avalanche because we have that same ferocious commitment to winning, and we win at a historic level. We accept righteous injury cases on a percentage fee basis. We have offices in Fort Collins, Greeley, Loveland, and the Denver Tech Center. If you need our help, please call 970-785-5000 or hit dankapleslaw.com.
Attention Rams fans, Ironton Distillery is excited to announce our partnership with the Colorado State Rams. Celebrate the thrill of game day with our handcrafted spirits, distilled right here in Colorado. Whether you're at the game or cheering from home, with every sip of Ironton, you'll be supporting the green and gold. Ironton Distillery, the preferred whiskey of Colorado State Athletics. Please drink responsibly. Go Rams!
Basketball brought to you by Canvas Credit Union. At Canvas, it's about more than banking. It's about you and your goals. You can join the official credit union of CSU by visiting canvas.org/CSU or visit Canvas at the convenient branch at the Laurie Student Center on the campus of Colorado State University. About 3:42 to go. We're in the first half, round 2 of the West Region NCAA tournament here from Seattle, 31-26. Colorado State with the lead over the Maryland Terrapins. Boy, good to see Kyan Evans knocked down at 3 there. Adam, boy, he was terrific on Friday. Career-high 23 points, 6 of 9 from deep. And Evans, boy, hit the 3 from about 26 feet away, 27 feet away. And, you know, if you're Maryland, you've got to respect that because he hit a couple of those logo threes on Friday afternoon, too.
Well, and you keep Maryland at bay a little bit. Had he not knocked that down, they'd be coming down on this trip on the floor to take the lead or tie this one up. So you give yourself a little bit of breathing room and make up for a 1-4 start from the field. Kyan Evans really had a struggle of a start here early, but, man, bailing us out of another bad possession offensively. Rams really need to kind of answer with another punch here and extend because 5 just doesn't seem safe.
Wow, again, love to see Nick Clifford getting downhill. Nick's done a great job. 8 points already, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. He's been terrific. And in comparison to the first half on Friday, getting into the paint more than he was last time out. Maryland basketball. They're going to trigger it in from their own baseline. They'll throw it in out front, top of the key to Rice. Calls for the big man, Queen, to come out and set a screen. Now drives right baseline, floater up. Missed everything. Rebound, Queen on the inside. And then the ball knocked away from him, but Morton was stepping on the baseline. So out of bounds. That'll stay with Maryland. We have a player, Geronimo, for Maryland, slow to get up here. And not sure what happened. Happened away from the play.
And I think him and Nick Clifford kind of collided on maybe a down screen or something, but you were right. It was away from the ball. And I think good thing they're not going to look at this one for anything, you know, malicious and get Nick Clifford something that we can't afford.
So it'll be Maryland basketball. They'll throw it in from the baseline, just 8 on the shot clock here. Lob out front, got it into Rodney Rice. Got to Miguel, high right. Miguel, baseline drive. Wild shot, hit the side of the backboard, and a shot clock violation.
And you see Bowen Bourne and Ethan Morton, you know, coming to each other saying, great help, because Bowen Bourne got hit with a moving screen. They don't call it, but Ethan Morton contested that shot so bad that Miguel really just had to chuck it up almost like a shot put.
Into the front court, here comes Colorado State. Bourne has it out front. Right on the left side to Ethan Morton. Maryland back to man-to-man pressure. Jalen Crocker-Johnson catches free throw line extended left. Top of the key to Evans. Evans with the dribble off the Crocker-Johnson screen. Skip pass to the right side, and he air-mailed Morton out of bounds. Turnover.
And that's our first turnover since, what, first 2 minutes of the half? After you started pretty poorly with 2 bad turnovers, the Rams really tightened things up. That just can't help but think the Maryland athleticism made a play into that as an errant pass over Morton's head.
Inside 3 minutes to go in the first half of play, 31-26. Rams leading the Terrapins. Walking across the timeline, Rodney Rice off a high screen, takes it to the angle right, steps back, hoists up a 3, missed it. Rebound, Bowen Bourne. Rams are doing a great job closing down defensive possessions. Bourne has it in the front court. A little shake out front. Got it back to Crocker Johnson. Straight away three. No good. Rebound. Morton has it. Lip fake. Steps in. Kicked out Crocker Johnson. He'll lay it up. Got it to go. Good. Strong move. Quickly forecourt on the break, but a timeout was called by Maryland. And it's actually going to, Gillespie was ahead of the pack. He was looking for an easy layup, but head coach Kevin Willard had called a timeout from the bench. And so we stopped play 33-26. Crocker Johnson with his second bucket of the evening. Rams up by 7 here at the 2:25 mark of the first half.
Well, you talked about Ethan Morton, bailing out Nick Clifford, who left his feet a few possessions earlier in the paint, gets it one going right at the rim. Now Ethan Morton driving in all alone. Crocker Johnson dives all the way from the top of the rim, splits two defenders. I think he had a case for a little contact with the bucket, but what a finish. Another timely bucket here, and you're right. Had Kevin Willard not been so frustrated giving up that layup, they were going to get a layup on the other end. It would have been their first bucket in transition here to start, and the Rams will take it as we got a 7-point lead here with 2.5 to go.
So Colorado State leading by 7. Large lead has been 12. They had a 24-12 lead. Maryland erased that almost completely. They had a 10-0 run to get it back within 2, but the Rams now have elevated it back up to 7. Maryland basketball out of the timeout. Back in the bucket to our right, the point guard Gillespie, standing dribble out front, watched by Bowen Bourne, about 5 feet away. Hands off to Rice, who circles out front. He has Evans watching him. Drives left into the paint, lost the basketball, stolen. Bowen Bourne has it. He was racing in the front court, now get a hold up. Bourne on the left wing, got it to Clifford. Down low into the paint, Crocker Johnson laid it up, missed it. Took some contact, but no call. Reese was right there, the big man. 3-try transition the other way, in and out, rebound CSU. Nico Medved holding up the stop sign from the Ram bench.
And I don't know if that's the shot Kevin Willard loves to see. I know that guy can really shoot it and can do a lot of things, but quick shot contested from about 28 feet isn't going to get you in this ball game.
Here's Nick Clifford, has in the paint. Turnaround jumper up off the window, it's good. Clifford with 10. Lead has been pushed back to 9.
At some point, you're going to have to double team Nick Clifford. You prove that you cannot let him play one-on-one.
And down the lane, Queen, the big man, will take it in for the left-handed layup. It's a strong move.
Oh, you wonder why he's a top 10 lottery pick. No questions there. He drove that ball all the way from the top of the key through the whole defense.
The former McDonald's All-American, the freshman, making a lot of money next year in the NBA. Here's Clifford, drives right, inside ball, poked away from behind, stolen. 54 seconds to go. Maryland going to hold it up. Colorado State leading by 7, 35-28. Gillespie, the point guard, calling out the play. Has it left wing, drives inside, lays it up and in. Way too easy.
And he's looking for a lot of contact there, and Crocker Johnson maybe could bait him into that, maybe taking the charge.
Right, Colorado State holding onto the basketball. They're wasting time here, which is a smart play. Shot clock is now off, Adam. They made the bucket at 38 seconds, and the Rams didn't throw it in until there was 29 seconds.
And I know you love that. You talked about that early this season.
Absolutely. Got to coach that. All right, here we go. Final possession of the first half. 10 seconds to go. Shot clock dart. Evans up by the half-court line. Evans off a high screen. Got it to Clifford, high right. Neek drives in the lane, lays it up, and in with 2 seconds to go. Half-court shot is no good. Off the rim, and Neek Clifford going to close it out with a bucket.
And what a bucket that was through the Julian Reese outstretched hand. Clifford looking up at the ref, too, saying, I fell to my butt. Why is that not an and one? What a half from the Rams.
Well, you could not have asked for a better first half for CSU. They played well. They gave up a 10-0 run. Maryland wanted to take control of the game, but Colorado State hits 5 of their final 7 shots of the first half, and CSU takes a 7-point lead into the break here at halftime in Seattle. After 20 minutes, the 12th-seeded Rams 37, the 4th-seeded Terrapins 30. Our halftime show comes up next on the Colorado State Sports Network from Learfield.
To me, age is just a number, and getting older can mean whatever you want it to mean. I think about what tomorrow brings.
When Bud Warner started feeling sluggish, He didn't just assume it was aging. He came to UC Health for answers and was treated for heart disease. Now, he's living like there is a tomorrow. See Bud's story at uchealth.org/tomorrow. UC Health. Live extraordinary.
Dear Rams fans, bring home a winner with Toyota trucks and SUVs. Dominate the field in the tenacious Tacoma. Power through defenders in the rugged Tundra. And lead the drive to victory in the athletic RAV4. Peterson Toyota is a proud partner of the CSU Rams. So all students, alumni, and faculty get employee pricing. Let's go Rams! Toyota, let's go places.
Alpine Gardens, landscapes handcrafted for life. Our Alpine Gardens landscape professionals are ready to spring into action to create your dream outdoor living space. We have handled everything from design and installation to ongoing care and irrigation. Stick with the landscaping professionals you can trust and visit alpinegardens.com to start your quality landscaping journey today. Again, that's alpinegardens.com. Rams fans, the time is now. Your Colorado State Rams are on the path to the pack. And to take the next step, we need you. Join the Green and Gold Guard, the official NIL collective for CSU fans. Your support directly empowers our athletes to compete at the highest level, both on and off the field. The competition is fierce, and our moment is here. Together, we can make sure the Rams rise to the top. Join us by visiting theggguard.com, because the path to greatness starts with you.
On the Colorado State Sports Network, from Learfield, welcome to the Rams Halftime Show, presented by Peterson Toyota in Fort Collins, a proud partner of the Colorado State Rams. This is the Rams Halftime Show.
20 minutes in the books, 20 minutes yet to come. We welcome you back to Climate Pledge Arena. We are in Seattle, Washington on this Sunday night. Round number 2 of the NCAA tournament at Colorado State. The number 12 seed, they have the lead on the number 4 seed, Maryland, here at halftime, 37-30. Welcome back, everybody. Brian Roth alongside the former Ram guard, Adam Nigon. Boy, you couldn't have scripted a better first half. And this is a Colorado State basketball team that was challenged by the coaching staff here today, saying, look, Nico Medved, direct quote, I want you guys to come out pedal to the metal out of the opening tip. Don't leave anything out there. We will find another gear later in the game. Just come out with your hair on fire and set the tone of this basketball game. Adam, they did that, and you could not have scripted a better first half for CSU.
Well, what a speech. I just got chills hearing you talk about that, because it's exactly what they did. My goodness, and who better of a guy to get the party started? One of the winningest guys in CSU history. Jalen Lake comes out on fire, starts 3 of 3 from the field, and really just kind of showed this team we aren't afraid of anybody out there. And man, 1 through 8, 1 through 9, that bled through as those guys came in, and Bowen Bourne going in, going against the trees, getting the and one, firing everybody out. He's such a firecracker that you just love to see these guys feed off each other's energy.
Yeah, no question about that. And you look at the first half against Memphis on Friday, and again, Colorado State would win that game 78-70, but the first half, CSU really had trouble getting it into the paint. They only had 8 points inside the keyed area, and you were wondering yourself, you're down by 5 at halftime. Did Colorado State have what it took to win that game? Well, it turned out they did, and CSU in the second half was much better getting it inside the paint. Well, here tonight, Adam, I mean, CSU's done a great job of getting a lot of stuff to the rim, and if you're a Ram fan, that should make you feel pretty good.
Well, it does, and especially with the 2 monsters inside. Julian Reese and Derek Queen are 2 of the most athletic bigs that we've seen all year in the Rams. How about this? 13 of 23 inside the 2-point line right now. So it is, you know, you're going to get your shot blocked a few times. You know that's going to happen, but the relentless pressure to show that you aren't afraid to go in there and get it and go back up, because, oh yeah, the Rams have 7 offensive rebounds to go with that as well.
Yeah, they've done a great job on the glass here too, but boy, Jalen Lake got the Rams started, had the 2 big early threes. He had 8 points in the first 5 minutes of the game. He hasn't scored since, but kind of got the Rams going. And then Nick Clifford, I mean, we have seen Nick take a lot of contact, at the rim. No calls. They're letting the teams play. I am completely fine with that, as you know, Adam. But he's doing a terrific job getting shots at the rim. Remember, he went 0 for 6 from three-point range on Friday in the win against Memphis. He forced a lot of those. You look at his stat line here, 12 points, 5 of 9. Has only attempted 1 3-point field goal.
And you're right. He's just 4 of 18 from 3 over his last 3 games. So you love to see him be patient. And it's the times when he's attacking the big men who are sealed off by Bemba or Morton and tiptoeing his way around, getting to that finish. And how tough was that last finish at the rim there? I thought he got fouled as well. And then, you know, they did all this with their main 4 or 5 man, Bemba, on the bench with 2 fouls. So you better be ready for him to come in and show some fight and really push some of those big guys around.
Speaking of post players, the former McDonald's All-American, first team All-Big Ten center, Derek Queen, who could be a lottery pick in the NBA draft. He went for 12 points. He got him started with a couple of threes and has looked pretty good.
Well, and looked good, but on the sheet here, he's the worst of the plus minus. He's -9 when he's in the game. We talked about him making those first 2 threes, see if we could get him to settle for a few more. Crocker Johnson did a great job early of sitting on that, and then you see him just bait him into a shot fake at the top of the key. Crocker Johnson falls for it, and how deadly is Queen when he gets downhill. He's so athletic, and you see him use that Euro step and that body to go finish through the guys. It's no wonder he's an all-Big Ten player.
Yep, no question about that. They have hit 4 threes, and again, it's a very accomplished three-point shooting team, and really have 3 guys that do the damage. Jacoby Gillespie, who's their starting point guard, Rodney Rice, and Selton Miguel, their starting 3 guards. But between those guys, they have only hit 2 threes. Miguel's 1 for 1. Rice sitting at 1 for 3. Gillespie, the point guard, 0 for 3 from downtown. He's forced up a couple along the way. 37-30, Rams leading by 7 here at the intermission of the NCAA tournament. We're in round number 2. We'll take a timeout, take a look around that NCAA basketball scoreboard. When we come back here to Seattle, Washington, you're listening to the Peterson Toyota halftime show on the Colorado State Sports Network from Learfield.
Orthopedic and Spine Center of the Rockies has been a proud partner of Colorado State University athletics since 1969. With over 55 years of providing specialized orthopedic care to the northern Colorado region and beyond, OCR is the largest privately owned orthopedic and spine group along the Front Range. From joint pain to sports injuries, our experienced specialists provide personalized care to help you get back to doing what you love. Visit orthohealth.com to start your journey to recovery today. OCR, the specialists in the medicine of motion.
Dear Rams fans, bring home a winner with Toyota trucks and SUVs. Dominate the field in the tenacious Tacoma. Power through defenders in the rugged Tundra. And lead the drive to victory in the athletic RAV4. Peterson Toyota is a proud partner of the CSU Rams. So all students, alumni, and faculty get employee pricing. Let's go Rams! Toyota, let's go places.
Colorado State teams and traditions are legendary. Our team at Strategic Wealth Designers are proud to be a partner of CSU Athletics. What an honor to be working together. When you're ready to discuss your financial future, call the team the Rams trust. We look forward to creating your winning strategy for retirement. Visit us at swdgroup.com today. And go Rams!
We all make plans for the future, like car accidents, break-ins, and unexpected fires can disrupt those plans. At Shelter Insurance, our agents help design insurance plans that work for you and help protect what matters most. To get started, find an agent at shelterinsurance.com. Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
On the Colorado State Sports Network from Learfield, this is the College Scoreboard.
All right, the game you're listening to right here, 37-30, Colorado State leading Maryland in the West region, round number 2 of the NCAA tournament. Take a look at other scores in the NCAA tournament. Only one other game going on right now. It's in the East region, 7-2 matchup, St. Mary's and Alabama, and the Crimson Tide leading that one 72-63. 3:51 to go in the basketball game and get a 9-point lead for Alabama. Meanwhile, games that happened earlier today. Number 1 Florida, they move on in the West region, 77-75 over Connecticut. And Florida now awaits the winner of this game on Thursday in San Francisco in the Sweet 16. Number 1 Duke looked very good, 89-66 over Baylor. Duke now 33-3 on the season. Cooper Flagg is back, and he at 18-9. Meanwhile, number 3 Kentucky held off Illinois in the 6th seed, 84-75. Games coming up later in about 15 minutes. It'll be a 3 seed Iowa State, a 6 seed in Ole Miss. Of course, the Rams played Ole Miss back in November before they really got things rolling. The Rebels got the win there in South Haven, Mississippi. And then the 2 nightcaps. Number 10, New Mexico. Number 2, Michigan State. Another Mountain West team, Adam, that has a chance to make some noise.
And Donovan Dent, had an okay game. 21 points on 7 of 17 from the floor against Marquette, but 8 turnovers in that game. And you want to talk about a different monster in Michigan State. I don't think he can turn the ball over 4 times in this one, and they'll have a chance. So that's a big number to watch, and they're going to need him to shine, just like we need Neek to show up here.
Again, that's a 6:40 Mountain tip-off time coming up from Cleveland. And then the nightcap here in this building, the game that's going to follow the Rams and the Terrapins. It's a 4-5 matchup out of the East as Arizona and Oregon, 2 teams that have been in the same conference for so long. They're in 2 separate conferences now. It's a complete mess. 6:40 local tip-off time, 7:40 Mountain tip-off time. That's a look around the NCAA scoreboard. Again, the score here from Seattle. We're at halftime. The Rams 37, the Terrapins 30. Take a timeout when we come back. Take a look at the first half stats of the Colorado State Sports Network from Learfield.
I have big news. You can now brush and floss at the same time with Waterpik Sonic Fusion, the world's first flossing toothbrush. Sonic Fusion combines the power of a sonic toothbrush with the proven effectiveness of a Waterpik water flosser. Brushing alone only gets the surface. Waterpik Sonic Fusion cleans deep between teeth and below the gum line. Best of all, it's clinically proven up to twice as effective as regular brushing and flossing. To learn more, go online or ask your dental professional about Waterpik Sonic Fusion.
Being game day ready means bringing the die-hard passion. All in, all the time. And now, you can show them you're proud to be a CSU Ram everywhere you go with the CSU Visa debit card. Free with FMBO free checking. Gear up, game on, and give it up for your CSU Rams every time you pay. The CSU Visa debit card, only at FMBO, an official bank of CSU Athletics. Bring it. Get yours today at fmbo.com/CSU. Member FDIC.
At Dog Training Elite, we believe every dog deserves a well-trained life. Dog Training Elite's programs will meet your specific needs. From obedience to personal protection, from service dog training to socialization, we make training your furry friend easy. We come to your home and include all equipment and group classes. Schedule your free consultation at dogtrainingelite.com or call or text us at 720-986-4DOG. Dog Training Elite, the last dog trainer you'll ever need.
Attention Rams fans, Ironton Distillery is excited to announce our partnership with the Colorado State Rams. Celebrate the thrill of game day with our handcrafted spirits, distilled right here in Colorado. Whether you're at the game or cheering from home, with every sip of Ironton, you'll be supporting the green and gold. Ironton Distillery, the preferred whiskey of Colorado State Athletics. Please drink responsibly. Go Rams!
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by Colorado State University. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
All right, let's take a look at the first half stats presented by Ford, home to the cars, trucks, and SUVs that are built for America and built Ford proud. Go Rams. All right, 37-30 the score here at halftime. Colorado State with the lead over Maryland. In the first half, Rams shot an even 50%. They were 16 of 32, 3 of 9 from deep for CSU, and 2 of 3 from that foul line. Meanwhile, for Maryland, 13 of 31, 42%, 4 of 11 from downtown. And Maryland did not shoot a free throw in the first half. Rams win the battle on the glass against this big Terrapin front line. 18-15, 7 offensive rebounds for Colorado State. Meanwhile, 5 offensive rebounds for the Maryland Terrapins. Colorado State's turned over 4 times, 5 turnovers for Maryland. Points in the paint all even up there at 18 apiece. Remember, Colorado State only had 8 points in the paint in the first half against Memphis on Friday, doing a much better job getting offense into the paint and at the rim. Individual players, Derek Queen, the first team All Big Ten center, and most likely a lottery pick in the upcoming NBA draft. He had 12 points, 5 of 7 from the floor, 2 of 3 from three-point range. He had only made 4 threes all season long coming into the game, but knocked down his first 2 in the opening minutes to kind of get him going. Nobody else in double figures for the Terrapins. Meanwhile, for the Rams, Nick Clifford, he has 12 in the first half to go along with 4 rebounds and 3 assists. 8 for Jalen Lake. He got going early. 5 for Kyan Evans. He knocked down a 3. 4 apiece for Bourne and Jalen Crocker Johnson. And then Morton and Williams have chipped in with 2 points apiece. Again, 37-30 is the halftime score. Well, before we take another timeout here and wrap up the Peterson Toyota halftime show, let's take 10 seconds and allow our stations across the network to identify themselves. 10 seconds here, legal ID on the Colorado State Sports Network. All right, 37-30, Colorado State, the 12 seed, leading the 4 seed here in the round of 32 of the NCAA tournament. We're in Seattle, Washington. Still 20 minutes left to go as both teams back on the court. We'll take another timeout. Second half comes up after this. Stay with us on the Colorado State Sports Network from Learfield.
Attention CSU fans. Are you ready to secure your retirement with the team the Rams trust? Our seasoned team of financial professionals at Lord & Richards has been trusted by the Rams for their financial game plan. When you're ready to join the winning team, we'll craft a retirement strategy that suits your goals. Call us today at 720-214-6801. Lord & Richards, your winning play for a secure retirement.
Dear Rams fans, bring home a winner with Toyota trucks and SUVs. Dominate the field in the tenacious Tacoma. Power through defenders in the rugged Tundra. And lead the drive to victory in the athletic RAV4. Peterson Toyota is a proud partner of the CSU Rams. So all students, alumni, and faculty get employee pricing. Let's go Rams! Toyota, let's go places.
I have big news. You can now brush and floss at the same time with Waterpik Sonic Fusion, the world's first flossing toothbrush. Sonic Fusion combines the power of a sonic toothbrush with the proven effectiveness of a Waterpik water flosser. Brushing alone only gets the surface. Waterpik Sonic Fusion cleans deep between teeth and below the gum line. Best of all, it's clinically proven up to twice as effective as regular brushing and flossing. To learn more, go online or ask your dental professional about Waterpik Sonic Fusion.
Orthopedic and Spine Center of the Rockies has been a proud partner of Colorado State University athletics since 1969. With over 55 years of providing specialized orthopedic care to the northern Colorado region and beyond, OCR is the largest privately owned orthopedic and spine group along the Front Range. From joint pain to sports injuries, our experienced specialists provide personalized care to help you get back to doing what you love. Visit orthohealth.com to start your journey to recovery today. OCR, the specialists in the medicine of motion.
Back here in Seattle courtside. Round number 2 of the NCAA tournament. Alongside Adam Nygaard, Brian Roth with you, Dre Lovato. Back at Learfield, master control 37-30. Colorado State with the lead here on Maryland, and 20 minutes left to go. Colorado State basketball team looking for their 12th consecutive win and a trip to the Sweet 16. Maryland looking to get back to the Sweet 16 for the first time since 2016. Adam, you look at what you want CSU to do in the second half. A lot of what you saw in the first half, but what are you looking for here at half 2?
defensive intensity. Just fill it up, fire them up, make them feel you. They've already felt you. This is a team that averages 80-plus points per game. They're stuck at 30 here in the second half. So they've done a great job, but you cannot let up. You know that punch is coming from Maryland, and they're going to start with the ball here. So I love that we get a start on the defensive end here. Maybe fire them up, get a stop early, and go score.
Again, the Rams had built a 12-point lead early in this contest. They led 24-12 midway through that first half. But Maryland would counter with a 10-0 run. They got it down to a 2-point game. CSU pushed it back up to 9 late stages of the first half. And then a Nick Clifford bucket to close out the first half made it a 7-point difference, 37-30. Again, Rams the lower seed at 12. They have the visiting uniforms, green numbers, or I should say green jerseys, and the gold numbers. Meanwhile, the higher seed, 4-seed Terrapins, white jerseys with the red numbers. We're officially underway here in the second half. Maryland basketball. On the right baseline, outside the arc, is Miguel. Drives right in the lane. His floater is up. Missed it. Rebound Crocker Johnson. So there's that stop you were asking for.
Great job from Nick Clifford fighting over every screen, making Miguel come off the three-point line and go towards the rim with a tough floater.
Rams get their first crack on offense here of half number 2. Clifford catches on the left wing. Looking to go top of the key. Now drives right, got in the paint. Fadeaway jumper up and in for Nick Clifford.
And that's just under control, spinning away from the defense. No one there. I mean, how many times have we seen Nick Clifford do that over the last couple months?
14 down for Clifford, an unstoppable fadeaway from about 12 feet. And he's been very good with those all season long. Out of the key, here's Rodney Rice, got it to Queen, the big man down the lane, lost the ball, stolen. Rams have it in the front court, numbers are even here. Evans gonna hold it up, slices through the lane, Clifford in the corner, now Lake, wide open three, fires, too strong, rebound Gillespie, the point guard, up high to get it.
Great look.
Front court here, Gillespie. Now a three try is good for Rodney Rice.
6-point swing there. The Rams missed a wide open look. Gillespie just forces one in, hits the front of the rim, wills that one in. Love the start from the Rams, though.
39-33, Colorado State with the lead. Evans drives left down the lane, kicks it all the way back out front. Crocker Johnson hands off to Clifford on the right side, off the screen. Neek. Foul line is clean on him. Getting lofted right in here to Crocker Johnson. Skips all the way through. Got it to Evans straight away. That's a three on point. Kyan Evans drains his second triple of the evening.
The extra pass. It's a great skip, but the extra pass again and just finding one of the hottest hands in the country, Kyan Evans.
Gillespie top of the key, lob down low, ball deflected out of bounds. They were looking for the big man Queen on the lob, and it was Nick Clifford who was on the baseline, saw it, reacted, and deflected it out of bounds.
And just the degree of difficulty between the shots right now, and you see Maryland struggling to find anything good. The Rams are getting great look after great look. That pressure is going to mount now.
Sean Bemba going to check out the starting 5 for CSU, holding that lower back. You hope he's okay. It goes right to the trainer, Tony Presley. Checking in for him is Chapa. Inbounds, Rice, another three, good. He's starting to heat up.
And a couple of those screens are moving a little bit as guys are trying to get over the top. Nobody could get out and contest.
42-36 CSU. Here's Evans down the lane, lays it up and in on the blow-by of Gillespie.
And the seal of Queen is Joppa coming in and just taking up space with that 7-foot frame.
44-36, Rams by 8, 17-25 to go in the second. Here's Rice, top of the key. Oh, hoists up another one. Not this time. Rebound CSU, and then a foul called. It'll go against Colorado State and Nikola Joppa. He went to the floor along with Reese.
Well, it's tough because Joppa's in a great front the entire possession, but as soon as that ball goes up, he's out of position for the rebound, and Joppa doesn't like getting pushed around very easily, so he goes in and gives a little bit of an extra bump, and it's unfortunate because the Rams had come up with that rebound.
17-18 to go here in the second. Maryland basketball on the inbound. Queen spinning on the inside. Wild shot, but he scoops it in with the left hand. Wow. He was out of control until he wasn't.
And not only that, the English off the glass, spinning that ball just so it could kind of flick of the wrist.
Rams in the front court, 44-38, leading by 6. Clifford off the screen, head of the key, rises, that's a three. Well short, rebound Crocker Johnson. Rams get another crack at it. Here's Clifford, drives right down the lane, inside to Choppa, fumbled it, lost it. Here comes Gillespie out of the pack for the Terrapins. Right to left into the front court. Gillespie trying to get it into the paint, can't do it. Queen top of the key, big man. Bounce pass to Reese, and then did he get bumped? Whistle foul against Colorado State. That'll go against Nick Clifford, didn't see a lot. But that's going to be his first personal foul. Only 6 fouls called in the first half. Here's Queen, top of the key. Down to Miguel, left baseline. Sends it all the way out front. Gillespie faking the three. Now fires the three. Hits the three.
And they're making some tough shots. The Rams again contest, make him dribble into that. But you know these guards, as deadly as they are from deep, over 40% combined from downtown.
Maryland 7 of 15. Driving right in the lane. Lake hands to Joppo. He threw it at his hip. Stolen. Front court. Right to the lane. Rice lays it up. Missed it. Rebound. Crocker Johnson. Here comes Evans. Doesn't have the numbers. Kyan holds up on the angle right. Evans now floats to the top of the key. Back to the angle right. Crossing over. Down the lane. Sends it out. Clifford head of the key. Rams are going to reset on their offense. Clifford out front off a Joppa screen. Down low. Joppa dunk.
You know it. You love that from Nick Clifford attacking, and then as soon as that D steps up, just dumps it off to the big man.
What a start for both of these teams out of halftime. Highly entertaining. Rams by 5. Queen into the paint. Underneath. Hands to Reese. Lays it up. In with the foul. Boy, an anonymous call there.
Nothing there. Reese jumps out of the way of that contact. As good a game as the refs have called up until this point. That's the worst one so far.
Well, count the bucket for Reese. It pulls Maryland within 2. Team fouls today, 7-2. And the contact has been the same on both ends of the floor. They did not call those in the first half, but Reese, who goes 260 pounds, is going to get that call. You better get it on the other end. We have a timeout. 15:23 to go in the second. Rams holding on to a 46-43 lead over Maryland here in the second round of the NCAA tournament. Back after this, the Colorado State Sports Network from Learfield.
It all starts with a handshake, but at FNIC, it's just the first of many. Their advisors build relationships, get to know your business, and help protect what's important to you, your family, and your employees. Commercial insurance, personal insurance, employee benefits, surety bonds, farm and crop insurance. FNIC has the solutions and guidance to help you manage risk. FNIC, trusted insurance advisors and official sponsor of CSU. Connect with an agent today at FNICgroup.com.
Hey Rams fans, tired of pain holding you back from enjoying Northern Colorado's great outdoors? Elevate Chiropractic is here for you, proudly serving CSU Rams athletes and staff. At Elevate Chiropractic, we keep it simple, state-of-the-art, nervous system-based care that's affordable and convenient. Right now, Rams fans get an exclusive $49 introductory special. Call 970-624-0424 or visit elevatetolife.com to claim your special today. Elevate Chiropractic, where Rams go to feel their best.
Well, the Maryland Terrapins have come out. They have knocked down 3 threes already here in the second half. They have 7 for the game, and now trying to reel Colorado State back in. 46-43, Rams up by 3 here. We're at the 15:23 mark for the second half from Seattle. Rams basketball brought to you by FNBO. Ram fans, you can gear up Game On and give it up for your CSU Rams every time you pay with the free CSU Visa debit card. It's only available with free checking from FNBO, an official bank of Colorado State Athletics. Get your free CSU Visa debit card today at fnbo.com/CSU member FDIC. Well, to the free throw line go Julian Reese, again the 6'9" senior out of Baltimore, kid that averages 13 points, 9 rebounds. Mentioned his sister is Angel Reese. Of course, Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark, that whole kind of rivalry that a lot of was construed by the media. But she won a national title at LSU a couple of years ago, now with the Chicago Sky. And boy, Reese is a big dude. Reese, Stain Danger, a couple of heavy horses on the inside the Rams have faced here in Seattle.
That's a great point. We really have kind of gotten the bad end of the stick there with these back-to-back matchups of just a couple of dudes down low.
And Reese will knock down the free throw, converts the three-point play. 46-44, Ram lead sitting at 2. Colorado State moving left to right in the front court. Benjamin Sean Bemba checked out of the game. Bemba with the foul out front with a lower back. He was holding it, and he is questionable to come back in rather. We get a foul out front by the half-court line. Jalen Lake was trying to retrieve the basketball and was wearing Gillespie like a coat. Rams are going to trigger it in the far side. First foul of the second half. And Clifford gets it in hot on the left side here to Kai Evans. Rams going their offensive set. Approaching the 15-minute mark here in the second half of play. Rams holding on to that two-point advantage. Clifford drives right, baseline, fade away. That's a 2, short, rebound, tip for, came to Lake, foul line jumper, missed it. Rebound to Miguel. Maryland basketball.
The story of this game is going to be the Rams. Can they convert some of these second chance opportunities? That's their 9th offensive rebound.
Gillespie has it out front, the point guard. Watched by Kai Evans. Bounces into the paint. Here's Reese, wants to go to work. In the paint on Joppa. Inside, lays it up. Oh, he missed it. Rebound Joppa. Rams catch a break. Into the front court. Here comes Morton. Skip pass, found Clifford down the lane, laid it up, missed it. He was fouled. And Neek holding his hands in the air saying, oh, how did that thing not go in? It just did fall away. And Clifford will have to earn them from the charity stripe.
I'm not so sure he would have gone back to his left hand. He might have been able to finish that a little easier, made it a little tougher going to that, inside arm on the left side of the rim.
So Neek Clifford, who has been climbing the draft board for the past month. First free throw is up and missed it, no good. And should say really more rocketed up the draft board. You look at any of the mock drafts now, Neek Clifford's a top 25 pick, certainly a first round guy. With what he did at the Mountain West tournament last week. He's played well here today, 14 points, one more coming for Clifford. And makes the second. So he splits the pair, 47-44, Rams by 3 here at the 14-20 mark. Gillespie has it across the timeline. Top of the key to Reese, sends it high left to Miguel. Back up top of the key, here's Rice, who's had the hot hand. Rice drives to the foul line. Look at a crossover, step back, tough shot. Missed it, whistle, foul.
And it's great defense, but Bourne just loses his footing on the way to go contest the shot. And luckily, I think Rice doesn't get undercut too bad. That was a real scary play at that. And luckily, I think he's inside the three-point line as he goes up.
No, he is. That's a two-point basket. Boy, there's Rice. He's one of those leg kickers that you just hate to see in basketball, where he takes those shots and he kicks those legs out. And Nico Medved's talking about that right now. But again, Bourne did stumble and kind of go right into his landing zone. But those are the calls. That one I agree with, but in general, you don't want to give leg kickers any call. It's just it's a dirty brand of basketball, and it's one that I don't think anybody likes. Both free throws are good, and all of a sudden this is a one-point game. 47-46, Rams holding on to the lead here. Inside 14 minutes to go. Evans, angle left, hoists up the 3. Oh, halfway down, popped out, Queen the rebound. Here comes Maryland. Terrapins looking for their first lead since the first half. Left side, Rice for jumper, good with the foul. Lead to Maryland for the first time since the 17-25 mark of the first half.
And Bowen getting a bit abused here from Rice. He's trailing the entire possession defensively, trying to get back in transition. And again, you talk about the leg coming out. Rice finishing towards the rim. He's fading away, but then somehow gets his momentum to go towards the rim and get the contact.
All right, Rice is starting to really go off. He's come alive with 14 points. The Maryland fans starting to get into this game. Rams need a bucket. They trail 49-47. Crocker Johnson for 3. Off the heel. Rebound Evans. Kyan drives right in the paint. Hands Crocker Johnson. Lays it up and in. to tie it up at 49. What a find from Kyan Evans.
Trust. It's all about trust. How many times have we seen a Ram drive in the lane and leave their feet and somebody dives weak side to bail them out? That time, Crocker Johnson not only grabbing that ball, but going up and finishing strong.
That one against Queen, his first. Again, not a lot of fouls called in this contest. Ties us up at 49. Jalen Crocker Johnson trying to give the Rams the lead back. The lefty eyes, fires, and hits. 50-49 Rams. 13:22 to go here in the second half of play. Winner on to the Sweet 16 in San Francisco next week. Gillespie out between the rings. Hands off to Rice, top of the key. Clifford on him now. Rice to Miguel, deep straightaway three, good. They can't miss.
That's just it. They're 4 of 5 from downtown. That one 3 feet from beyond the line at least. Thing I love though, Nick Clifford picking up Rice there has said, I've had enough of him scoring the basketball.
52-50 lead back to Maryland. Up top of the key, it's Morton looking to hand off to Evans, does. Kyan drives, steps back. Got it top of the key to Bourne. Bowen drives, shows, looking to fade away. Jumpers up and good. Boy, how about the patience from Bourne?
And he's been the only guy who kind of just pivots in there. Everybody else, a few possessions earlier, have left their feet there. Bourne, nice reverse pivot.
Tied up at 52, inside 12 and a half minutes to go in regulation, where the arena's really coming alive now. Queen hands off to Gillespie, right side. Here's Gillespie driving left into the paint, turns, fires one up, missed it, rebound CSU. Rams are running the front court, led by Morton. Kicks it down low, there's Bourne, lays it up and in. Morton left his feet, I'm not sure how he found Bourne, but he did.
Just sneakily behind the defense, Bowen Bourne comes open at the last second.
Laid back to Colorado State, 54-52. 11:47 to go. Queen drives inside, lays it up, missed it. Rebound, Queen got it back, missed it again on the second attempt. Rebound here, Evans will save it. Oh, he was stepping on the sideline. Been flying into the scorer's table as well. He's okay.
And both players,
Queen is now talking to the officials, and his assistant coaches are trying to pull him back here at him.
And Clifford saying he's over the back. Queen saying they're on my back. And you just love the fight right now from both teams. Just the refusal to be this last game of your season. You can tell these teams are fighting for everything.
A highly entertaining second half here from Seattle. 11:35 to go. We're in the second round of the NCAA. Rams 54, Terrapins 52 on the Colorado State Sports Network from Learfield.
Being game day ready means bringing the die-hard passion. All in, all the time. And now, you can show them you're proud to be a CSU Ram everywhere you go with the CSU Visa debit card. Free with FMBO free checking. Gear up, game on, and give it up for your CSU Rams every time you pay. The CSU Visa debit card, only at FMBO, an official bank of CSU Athletics. Bring them. Get yours today at fmbo.com/CSU. Member FDIC.
Alpine Gardens, landscapes handcrafted for life. Our Alpine Gardens landscape professionals are ready to spring into action to create your dream outdoor living space. We have handled everything from design and installation to ongoing care and irrigation. Stick with the landscaping professionals you can trust and visit alpinegardens.com to start your quality landscaping journey today. Again, that's alpinegardens.com.
Well, 11:35 to go. We're in the second half of play back inside Climate Pledge Arena. We're at Seattle, Washington, West Regional of the NCAA tournament. And Colorado State holding on to a 54-52 lead over Maryland. Again, 11:35 to go in the contest. Ram basketball tonight brought to you by FNIC. They're a true partner in helping manage risk and protecting your business. FNIC, trusted insurance advisors and an official sponsor of CSU. Learn more at FNICgroup.com. Back with Adam Nigon. I'm Brian Roth with you. Boy, this has been a fun fun contest, but in particular the first 8 minutes and 25 seconds of the second half. Some great shot making. Maryland has knocked down 4 of 5 from deep. They have been hot. They've had a couple of and ones. Bowen Bourne has been terrific as well.
He has. He's come in and given a great spark. He got kind of chewed up a couple of possessions in a row by Rice, who hits a couple and one step back type shots. But you look at what the dirty works numbers are looking at. The Rams 10-4 right now, points in the paint. If you can just somehow get Maryland to miss one of these threes right now, because everything is highly contested, they just can't miss.
Hey, Maryland is a very good three-point shooting team, and in particular their big three. Gillespie, Rice, and Miguel, and it's been Rice that has been the hot shooter here. Miguel, too. He's hit 2. Rice has hit 3 today, and Gillespie's knocked down 1. Rams come back out with Bemba. He was questionable a moment ago with a lower back injury. He's back in. Rams are going to go to a 2-3 zone defense. Maryland basketball. Here's Miguel, deep 3. Good. My goodness. Selton McGill, his 3rd triple here of the contest. That was from 29 feet.
And at this point, you might as well all-out deny him beyond the three-point line after he takes a shot like that.
And then Lake turns it over. Miguel coast to coast for the dunk. That's a poor pass out front. Catastrophic. All of a sudden, it's a 3-point lead for Maryland. Bowen Bourne goes top of the key to Bemba. Here's Clifford outside. Clifford off a Bemba screen. Steps back, kicks to Bourne. Fakes the 3, fires the 3, missed the 3. Rebound tip back up and in from Morton. Dirty work from the senior.
And much like the first half where Maryland got one of those to go, how about Ethan just poking that one into the basket?
Here's Miguel, top of the key, step back 3. Missed it that time. Rebound Bourne. The heat check 3 from Miguel.
And this time with Nick Clifford on him. That's a different guy contesting that shot.
Rams in the front court, trailing by a point. Clifford, top of the key, drives left down the lane. Dunk! Throw it down, Nick Clifford. Laid back to CSU. Here's Gillespie in the front court. High on the right side. Halfway home here in the second half of play. Maryland and Colorado State. Gillespie 3, right side. Not there. Rebound. Bemba has it. Got it to Morton. Morton racing into forecourt. And nearly had him knocked away from behind. Morton gets it back. Looking to get it in the hands of a guard down to Bemba. Promptly hands off to Clifford. Here's Neek off the screen. Step back. That's a 3. Short. Bemba fighting for the board. Couldn't get there. Rebound to Maryland. Boy, that would have been a big one. 9:30 to go.
And you'd love to see him get something going downhill. He really bailed out that defense by pulling up.
58-57, CSU with the advantage. Rice top of the key. Rice driving right, peels to the right corner. Rice outside, drives on Bemba. Stop foul line, fires the jumper. Missed it. Rebound to Clifford. Then we get a whistle and a foul again on CSU going for the board. Boy, Reese, as big as he is, he just falls to the floor, and he gets the call. He'll head to the bench. And say that Lake undercut him there. Lake at 6'4", Reese at 6'9". And so it'll remain Maryland basketball. 9:09 to go here in the second. Rams 58-57. Here's Queen back in the game. Lobs it up to the rim. Thought he tried to throw the alley-oop, but it went off the rim. Rebound to Clifford. What was that?
He was just trying to bait for a foul, playing for a foul call, not playing the game. And thankfully for us, not rewarding that type of play at all.
Ethan Morton, 2 feet in the paint, leans in, hands off to Jorgensen in the paint. The fake jump hook rejected. Loose ball, though, picked up by Bourne. Right side. Bowen drives right in the paint. Lays it up off the window and good. Bowen Bourne. He's been outstanding off the bench tonight.
And he's been cooking Maryland inside the paint. That's another shot for him right at the rim. What an answer.
Timeout, Maryland. And the entire arena coming to their feet. They're loving what they're seeing. From the transfer from Northern Iowa, a big-time shot maker tonight. 8:31 to go. We're in the second. Rams have pushed the lead back up to 3. We have a timeout. Stay with us. We're back after this on the Colorado State Sports Network from Learfield.
Dear Rams fans, bring home a winner with Toyota trucks and SUVs. Dominate the field in the tenacious Tacoma. Power through defenders in the rugged Tundra. And lead the drive to victory in the athletic RAV4. Peterson Toyota is a proud partner of the CSU Rams. So all students, alumni, and faculty get employee pricing. Let's go Rams! Toyota, let's go places.
At Dog Training Elite, we believe every dog deserves a well-trained life. Dog Training Elite's programs will meet your specific needs. From obedience to personal protection, from service dog training to socialization, we make training your furry friend easy. We come to your home and include all equipment and group classes. Schedule your free consultation at dogtrainingelite.com or call or text us at 720-986-4DOG. Dog Training Elite, the last dog trainer you'll ever need.
8:31 to go. We're in the second half of play back here in Seattle on this Sunday night. Grateful to have everybody with us. 60-57, Colorado State with the lead here over Maryland. The Terrapins came back after trailing by as many as 12 in this game. Rams led by 7 at halftime. Maryland took the lead here in the second half a couple of different times, but every single time, Colorado State has had the answer. Had 12 lead changes in the game. But Colorado State has really controlled the run of play for the most part tonight. Rams have led for 27 minutes. Maryland's only led for 3 minutes in this game. And right now, CSU has the lead sitting at 3. Well, the Green and Gold Guard, they're uplifting Colorado communities as the official NIL collective of Colorado State Athletics. Join the Green and Gold Guard today at the ggguard.com. They're a proud partner of Colorado State Ram Athletics. How about Bowen Bourne? And the dude entered the season as a 1,500-point scorer after 4 years at Northern Illinois. And again, he's a former Mr. Basketball in the state of Iowa, the 5'11" senior transfer, only averaging 5 points per game here this year for the Rams, but the dude can flat out score. Boy, his shot making, in particular the second half, has been fun to watch. He's 5 of 6 from the floor, Adam, has 10 points.
Winning plays. He's a winner, doing all the little things, all the dirty work to get us in a position to win games. You talk about how crabulous this crab 5 is. Points off the bench tonight, 18-2.
Maryland basketball to the timeout. Comes into Harris Smith. Got to Gillespie, drives in the lane. Lift fake goes up, ball knocked away, whistle foul. Nick Clifford reached in, and they're going to get Nick, I believe. Yeah, indeed. That'll go against Clifford, his second. And Gillespie going to go to the free throw line. A really good free throw shooter at 86% on the season.
Tough there as, you know, Gillespie gets 2 feet in the paint. He's by Clifford and gets Crocker Johnson in the air. It's just Clifford reaching in the cookie jar late. I think Gillespie was ready to throw up another prayer had it not gotten the foul call.
First free throw by Gillespie is good. He has 8 points. Eisen fires the second free throw. Missed it. Rebound CSU. So the Rams lead sitting at 2. 60-58. 8:16 to go here in the second. Rams into the front court. Lake off a screen. Hoists up a 3. Not there. Rebound tip for it came to Clifford. Put back up. He's fouled. And he'll head to the free throw line.
And immediately points to Crocker Johnson with a huge tip right to his buddy underneath. And the Rams just keep banging on the door. Keep banging on the door until they let us in.
So they'll get Geronimo, I believe, on that one. No, check that Queen. Queen's going to pick up a second. And Nick Clifford to the free throw line. He gets a pair here. Boy, Nick, he's helping his draft stock with this contest here tonight. 18 points after he makes the first free throw. 6 rebounds, 4 assists, but he's had some sensational moves here tonight.
And I think if you're an NBA scout, you love to see him going against these NBA-type athletic bodies and what he's going to do. You know, a guy who's at 6'5", 6'6", going in there and not afraid to go and elevate over. And it's just, you're right, the price keeps going up.
And the second free throw is good. Clifford gets them both. Lead is 4 for Colorado State. 8:05 to go in the second half of play here from Seattle, round 2 of the NCAA tournament. Catching top of the key is Rice. Has it on the angle right to the right corner. Harris Smith back out front. It goes to Rice. Watch there by Jalen Lake. Now to Queen, the big man. Has it right of the lane. Wants to go to work. Kicked out to Rice. Extra pass into the corner. 3-try Harris Smith. Air ball. Came to Colorado State. And Kyan Evans. Harris Smith is not a three-point shooter.
What a rotation and switch after you get Queen and Ethan down low. You have to double, but to come out and contest that three.
They got a mismatch. Clifford on the baseline. Double team comes. Kicked out to Crocker Johnson. He'll fake the three. Good non-shot there. Here's Lake off the bounce. Drives inside. Kicks out to Morton. Morton drives. Left in the lane. Out to Lake. Rises for a three. Again off the mark. Rebound tip for. And saved by Gillespie. Boy, tight rope that baseline. And was able to pass away to Harris Smith.
Jalen Lake's gone cold from downtown. Starting 2 of 2. Is 0 for his last 3.
Inside 7 minutes to go now. We're in the second half. 62-58 Colorado State. On the right side, it's Rice. Kicks it to Gillespie. Deep three, left wing. Short. Rebound tip for. Queen has it, but he was on the baseline. And the Rams come up with yet another stop.
And that's just it. You finally got him to miss some threes. Now you've got to clean up the boards. Rams doing a great job of filing down on Queen. Ethan Morton in particular taking on that matchup. Are you kidding me?
All right, 6:43 to go here in the second from Seattle. Colorado State, the 12 seed. 62, Maryland, the 4 seed. 58. Back after this on the Colorado State Sports Network from Learfield.
To me, age is just a number. And getting older can mean whatever you want it to mean. I think about what tomorrow brings.
When Bud Warner started feeling sluggish, he didn't just assume it was aging. He came to UC Health for answers and was treated for heart disease. Now, he's living like there is a tomorrow. See Bud's story at uchealth.org/tomorrow. UC Health. Live extraordinary.
There's only one feeling like rising before the sun and finishing your day after it sets. Like lending a hand to the neighbors who need it. Like finally putting your feet up after all the hours you put in. Our state was forged by passion and determination, and we serve the people behind it. Bank of Colorado. There's only one. Member FDIC.
Colorado State leading Maryland 62-58 with 6:43 to go. Here in the round of 32 from Seattle, the winner on their way to San Francisco to take on the number 1 seed in the West, the Florida Gators, who got a win earlier here today. Welcome back. We're courtside, Climate Pledge Arena in Seattle, right at the base of the Space Needle. And a building that originally was erected back in 1962 for the World's Fair, right when the Space Needle was built. And it was the home of the Seattle Supersonics from 1968 to 2008 before they left to head to Oklahoma City. And then in 2021, a complete rebuild. They saved the roof. It was a historical landmark from the World's Fair that year. And they dug 15 stories deep into the ground. And a project that cost $1.15 billion. And this thing is an absolute jewel, Adam. It really is nice.
It's state of the art. It's cool. You've got live plants in here somehow. They're all over the walls. And, you know, they've even got 4 stories. I'm trying to go through the bright lights, but that fourth level is packed up there. I mean, everybody has shown up tonight, and you feel like they're really rooting on this underdog in the low seed right now.
It's a great crowd. 18,000 fans in attendance for this one. Oregon and Arizona coming up next. 6:43 left. Rams by 4. CSU basketball. Here comes some full court pressure from Maryland. Nate Clifford has paced the way. He has 19. Kyan Evans with 10. Jalen Lake with 8. Crocker Johnson with 7. CSU on the inbounds. Got it to Kyan Evans. And Evans going to work it into the front court against the Gillespie pressure. Crocker Johnson catches well out front. Boy, Queen all over him. Got it to Clifford, head of the key. Ball knocked in the backcourt. Clifford got it back. Neek right side, rises for a three. Missed it again. Rebound tip for. And it looked like it was going to the Rams. They say no, it's Maryland basketball. Boy, Neek Clifford has really struggled from three-point range here in this building.
And he's bailing out the defense. You get a great screen from Crocker Johnson, and he could have turned the corner and attacked, but pulls up.
Reese driving right into the paint, got shut down into the corner. Here's Miguel, circles back out. Miguel driving right, wild shot in the paint, missed it. Rebound, Sean Bemba clears it. And CSU with the basketball with 6 minutes left in the game, leading by 4.
I don't think we've mentioned the rebounding margin yet, but how about this? 35-22, the Rams are plus 13.
Nate Clifford retrieves out front, Evans left baseline. Kyan drives, got underneath. Reverses course, goes back to the right, drives foul line. Crocker Johnson, that's a three. Missed it badly, and the Rams have gone cold from downtown. It's 4 of 19 for the game. Into the front court. Here comes Maryland trying to chisel into this 4-point deficit. 5:30 to go in the contest. Gillespie high on the right side. Gillespie still with the bounce. Crossing over, steps back in the three-point line. Lobs to the baseline to Queen, the big man. Drives, falls to the floor, whistle foul. Boy, does he go to the deck a ton.
And I'll tell you all about this team with one guy right now, Rashawn Bemba, down low, playing. Every time he has to bend over, he winces. He's just limping around. You can tell he's hurt out there, but he refuses to not play and finish this game.
So Colorado State with their 18th foul. Free throws for Maryland the rest of the way. And Queen's a pretty good free throw shooter. And gets the first one to go at 74%. 62-59. Colorado State has not scored in nearly 3 minutes now.
Well, it's interesting. All 4 other Maryland defenders are on the other side of half court, really trusting in that just 75% shooting.
Second free throw, no good. He missed it, and the easy board falls right into the hands of Nate Clifford.
Maybe they're worried about us in transition. I don't know, but I would think there's an obvious advantage inside on the boards.
62-59, Rams by 3 with the basketball. Chance to apply some pressure. Nate Clifford off the bounce, drives right, hands off to Bemba inside. He lays it up and in, his first bucket of the evening.
And nothing fires you up more than seeing a guy who's hurt out there getting a pick and roll and scoring.
64-59, Rams by 5. We slip inside 5 minutes to go in the game. Standing dribble out front, the point guard Gillespie has it on the March Madness logo. Gillespie dancing with the ball there, head of the key, Rice, three. No good, rebound, Crocker Johnson has it. Hands off to Clifford, he lost it out of bounds.
And you can feel the pressure starting to mount just a little bit here. Maryland really trying to poke and swipe at every single ball, and Nate Clifford just falls out of his hands. He tries poking it to Kyan Evans, and it's out of control.
Maryland basketball from the baseline, comes into the big man Reese, hands off to Gillespie, quick trigger three, swish.
That one hurts just a little bit because you had that possession secured.
64-62, Colorado State holding on to a 2-point advantage. Maryland has hit 10 threes in the contest. Rams have only hit 4. Evans sends it to Morton high on the right side. Top of the key to Bemba. Now to Clifford on the angle left. Clifford high on the left side. Lift fake. Clifford drives into the paint. Hand off Bemba. Rejected. Loose ball picked up by Maryland. Gillespie front court. Down the lane. Looked like he walked, no call. Layup up and good from Rice.
I don't know how you missed that one. What are we doing?
Tied up at 64 apiece. Nico Medved is red hot. Rams need a bucket in a big way. Morton catches high the right side. Bemba head of the key. Bemba again at the high post. Hands off to Clifford. Trying to turn the corner. Pull up two. Neek off the mark. Rebound to Maryland. Rams have gone ice cold at an inopportune time. 3:15 to go.
Can you sneak some minutes for Bowen Bourne? I mean, I think you got to come back to him as good as he's played.
Gillespie top of the key for Maryland. Crossing over into the paint. Reese rejected, whistle foul. It's a great foul from Rashawn Bemba. and it stops the clock with 3:04 to go in the game.
That would have blown the roof off this place. I'm telling you, if he gets that dunk down, all the momentum swings in their favor, and so you love that foul. Make him earn it at the line and save yourself a possession.
3:04 to go. We're in the second. Rams had a 5-point lead a moment ago, but a 5-0 spurt for Maryland. And the Terrapins, with free throws coming back, they have tied it up. 64-64. Back to Seattle after this on the Colorado State Sports Network from Learfield.
Attention Rams fans, Ironton Distillery is excited to announce our partnership with the Colorado State Rams. Celebrate the thrill of game day with our handcrafted spirits, distilled right here in Colorado. Whether you're at the game or cheering from home, with every sip of Ironton, you'll be supporting the green and gold. Ironton Distillery, the preferred whiskey of Colorado State Athletics. Please drink responsibly. Go Rams!
There's only one feeling like knowing your banker personally, like growing up with a bank you can count on, like being sure what you've earned is safe, secure, and local. There's only one feeling like knowing you're supporting your community. You deserve more from a bank. You deserve an institution that stood strong for generations. Bank of Colorado. There's only one. Member FDIC.
Well, all tied up at 64. We bring you back to Climate Pledge Arena in Seattle on this Sunday night. Round of 32 winner goes to the Sweet 16 in San Francisco next week. 3:04 to go. Colorado State, boy, they've had some good looks. They haven't been able to get them to go down in the last few possessions. And Maryland has come back to tie this up. And they're going to get free throws coming up with Julian Reese, who's a 73% free throw shooter. Well, tonight's game brought to you by Alpine Gardens, landscapes handcrafted for life. Spring is right around the corner. Are you ready? Let Alpine Gardens landscaping professionals design your outdoor living space today. Visit alpinegardens.com to start your landscaping journey today. Back with Adam Nigon, I'm Brian Roth. And boy, you mentioned Bowen Bourne. Rams need some offense right now. Bourne has been able to create a lot of that offense. He has 10 points in the game. But Bourne is on the bench unless he checked in there at the last whistle. But 3:04 to go, tied up at 64. Reese to the free throw line.
And I'm not one to complain about fouls, but look at the foul count right now, 4-9. The Rams have just 4 fouls against them, and so we bailed them out certainly by pulling up for a couple of jumpers, but you know, we're certainly not getting a great end of the whistle here in this second half, and we're really fighting an uphill battle.
It's 13-6 overall in the contest. Well, the Rams will come back out with Lake, Evans, Bemba, Clifford, and Crocker Johnson, so the starting 5 is out there. And again, the lefty, Julian Reese, the senior out of Baltimore, goes to the free throw line. He's 1 for 1 there here today. The lefty hoists up the first one, and good. 65-64. Lead back to the Terrapins, 13th lead change of the night. Second free throw, good. He got them both.
Be interested to see here what the Rams run out of a timeout. I imagine it's got to be something going towards the rim.
Well, biggest possession of the season for the Colorado State Rams. Lob to Bemba at the high post. Hands off to Clifford. Has it in the paint. Meek underneath. Looked like he got pushed. Has it inside. Goes up with a shot. Blocked there. Picked up by Maryland. Terrapins have the basketball. They get a defensive stop. 2:40 to go. Lesby has it out front, high to the right side. Off a Reese screen, takes it right of the lane. Got it to Reese. Pick and roll. Jumper up and in. 68-64. 2:20 to go in the contest. Must score possession for the Rams here. Evans fires a triple. Too strong. Rebound tip for Maryland has it. Boy, the Rams have gone dry from deep. They just have not been able to get anything to go from downtown. They're 1 of 11 here in the second half. A great three-point shooting team. 2 minutes to go in the game. Rams down by 4. Rice, top of the key, drives right in the lane, floater up, missed it. Rebound, Bemba has it. Back to Jalen Lake. The Rams get the stop they coveted.
That's a huge stop. Now you must score on this possession.
Down to 1:42 to go in the contest. Here's Clifford, drives right into the paint, laid it up, missed it, he was fouled. And love that offensive set. Give it to Nick Clifford, clear out, let him go. Nate gonna be at the free throw line for 2 big ones.
Every time. He should go towards the rim every single time. Make the refs make a decision, as Maryland's got a great whistle on the other side, and the Rams, I feel like, just stopped attacking the rim.
So Nick Clifford to the free throw line, eyes the first one, swishes it up and through. Snaps a scoreless drought of 3 minutes and 24 seconds for CSU. Rams have missed 8 of their last 9 field goals. 68-65, Rams down by 3. One more coming from Clifford. Eyes it, fires it, got it. Timeout Nico Medved, 68-66. Rams down by 2, Terrapin basketball, $1:36 to go. Boy, the Rams got a big-time defensive stop there, Adam. That bucket goes, 6-point game. Rams are in real big trouble. They get a stop, 2 free throws on the other end, 4-point swing, back to a 2-point game.
They've really had a lot of success in the screen and roll with Julian Reese. Queen's been kind of non-existent here in the second half. It's been just a steady diet of Reese setting the screen and then twisting and re-screening, and it's gotten these guards downhill to where that defender has to step up, and when they do, you dump it down to a guy like Reese, 3 foot in front of the rim. He's just going to elevate over everybody, and he's got great touch at that.
Right, Reese had a pretty good look. Colorado State looking for yet another defensive stop here. 1:36 to go, 68-66 Maryland. And we've seen Rice really being able to get loose off the bounce. Got to try to keep him out of the paint here. Colorado State's going to pick up a little full court pressure here. Queen, the big man, set to throw it in. He can run the baseline here. Ethan Morton looking to guard the inbounds. It comes into Gillespie. Now the Rams are going to back away. Here comes Gillespie, right to left into the front court. Ram fans and the Terrapin fans all on their feet. Gillespie has the top of the key. Gillespie drives right in the paint. Floater up. He missed it. Rebound to Bemba. He left it short. Now everybody in the arena starting to come to their feet here. 70 seconds to go. Rams with the basketball down by 2. Evans drives left. Comes back out top of the key. Hands off to Jalen Lake. Under a minute to go. High post Bemba. Now to Lake. Pull up 2. Good! We're tied up at 68. 51 seconds to go. Here comes Gillespie. Crosses the timeline. Time out Maryland with 45.7 seconds to go.
They ran the same play I just mentioned. Julian Reese setting a screen, re-screen, and Gillespie gets a great look at the rim. He just short arms it. How about Bemba coming back with that back injury and 2 huge defensive rebounds?
Another must stop, and boy, Gillespie got in the paint at him, and he's a really good finisher. And man, I think when he went up for the shot, he was so wide open. I think it maybe distracted him, but he left it woefully short on a shot that you probably see him as a Maryland fan make 8 out of 10 times.
You're right, and for him to just be in that moment, we got away with one. So now I expect the same play. I mean, why wouldn't you run the same thing? You've killed us on it the last 4 times. Maybe the Rams blow it up here with a zone or try a quick trap just so they have to run something else.
All teams coming back out on the court. Everybody in the arena on their feet here in Seattle. Winner to the Sweet 16 in San Fran. 68-68 Rams of the Terrapins. 12-4 matchup. 45.7 seconds to go. 21 of the shot clock. Terrapin basketball to throw it in across the way. Inbounds to Gillespie by the half-court line. Here comes a high screen. Got it to Reese, top of the key. Hands off to Rice, foul line. Pivots, nowhere to go. Top of the key, back to Gillespie. 10 on the shot clock. Gillespie outside, drives right, got 2 feet in the paint, jump stop, double team, kicks out, nearly stolen. Top of the key, here's Miguel, has to hoist up a desperation three, missed it, rebound to Maryland, and a foul against Colorado State. Yikes.
And I think the crowd's speaking for themselves right now. They don't love it, but I think Bemba got caught in a front blockout situation. He was just giving everything he can to keep Julian Reese out. Oh, well, that might work in our favor, matter of fact. I wasn't sure. I thought he got that off quicker than the shot clock.
The official said they're reviewing a shot clock violation. I thought he got it off. But they're going to go and take a look at it. The 3 try from Miguel, a desperation 3 after Clifford nearly got a steal at the top of the key. Miguel was able to track it down at the half-court line and then heaved up one from 26 feet. It did hit the rim, but they're going to go look to see if it left his fingers in time. He got it at about 4 seconds at the half-court line. I think he got that away in time. They're not showing it here. By the way, the official review is brought to you by the Dan Campus Law Firm, the official law firm of Colorado State Athletics, a serious firm for serious cases. 20.1 seconds to go here.
After review, the game clock will be reset to 22.4.
Okay, 22.4, and he did get it off in time. Free throws coming for Julian Reese, 68-68, Rams of the Terrapins, with 22.4 seconds to go. Reese at 73% on the season, and he's a perfect 3 for 3 here tonight.
There you go. There you go. He can't miss.
Maryland has the other 4 players out by the half-court line. The crowd's still booing the officials. They didn't like the call. Here's Reese, foul line. First attempt, good. Man, it's a clutch free throw. Breaks the tie, 69-68.
And here's what frustrates you with the fouls called right now. Maryland has at least 1 to give here, and you know they've talked about that. They've got just 5 fouls.
Second one for Reese. He eyes it. He fires it. He gets it. 2-point game. 70-68. Maryland with the lead. Here we go. Shot clock is off. Rams have it in the front court. Here's Kyan Evans high on the right side. 16 seconds to go. Evans still high right. Top of the key for Kyan. Looking to get it to Clifford, and we get a timeout from the Ram bench. 11.4 seconds to go. 70-68. Maryland. A 2 will tie it. A 3 sends you to San Francisco in the Sweet 16.
My nerves are through the roof. I don't know what to do or say right now. It's just one of those moments where this is your whole season just into one moment here. What do you draw up? Can you get Nick Clifford the ball, or can you do some false action that maybe thinks everybody's trying to get him the ball and somebody slips towards the rim and gets an easy one?
Nanko Medved and his coaching staff with Ali Prokmanesh, Tim Shelton, who had the scout on this one, along with Joe Desmond and Ken DeWeese. Brian Cooley's coming out as well. Powwow is over, and Nico's going to head back in and talk to his team. Well, 11.4 seconds to go. The number 12 seed, everybody in the nation, you know, rooting for Colorado State to come up with a shot here.
Yeah, I think there's about, 16,000 fans rooting right now for the Rams, too. Everybody was booing the refs on that last one.
Only the Terrapin fans rooting for Maryland. What do you do? I mean, you got to get it. Either Evans or Clifford have to shoot this. And you need Clifford. You like to get something going to the rim. Clifford, by the way, from three-point range is 0 for 3. The Rams as a team, 4 of 20 from deep. It's been a tough night shooting the 3 for Colorado State.
Just 1 of 11 in the second half at that. Means we're due, though, I'll tell you that.
So the Rams will trigger it in on the far side.
After review, the game clock has been reset to 12.0. It's Colorado State ball on the sideline.
So they put some tenths of a second back up. 12 seconds exactly to go in the game. Well, here we go. The entire season comes down to this possession. Rocker Johnson going to throw it in on the far sideline. Into Nick Clifford. Nick has it on the right baseline. Backing his way down. Kick out Lake. There's the three. Fires and hits! Colorado State has the lead. 5 seconds to go. Front court. Timeout McGill. 71-70 with 3.6 seconds to go. Jalen Lake has put the Rams in front. Are you kidding?
What a call from that staff. Everybody thought Nick Clifford was going to shoot that shot. How about the weak side screen, the action for Jalen Lake late after a guy, started 2 of 2 from deep, hadn't made a 3 over his last 5 attempts. Jalen Lake, welcome back.
3.6 seconds on the clock. Full timeout called by third-year head coach Kevin Willard. Rams in front 71-70 on the Jalen Lake 3. They're looking at the clock here. They could be putting a little bit more time, but boy, you defend this, it's going to take a really, really good shot from Maryland to beat you. But they have shot makers at it.
Cannot foul. They are in the bonus. They cannot foul anybody. You've got to play straight up. We talked about those guys, those guards in particular, who are like leaning into a lot of that contact. You've got to show your arms, stay spread out, and you've got to communicate here. I don't know if you switch all 5 guys, 1 through 5, but certainly 1 through 4. You cannot give up an easy look.
Jalen Lake, 13 points in the game. And the senior out of Waxahachie, Texas, Adams, scored 8 early points in the first 5 minutes of the contest. Then went dry. Had a crucial turnover with 10 minutes to go. Gave up a dunk. But the last 5 points, when you absolutely had to have buckets go, Jalen Lake gets them. A 15-footer to tie it up. And then the 24-foot three to give you the lead with 3+ seconds left.
That ain't no transfer either. That's our 4-year man, Jalen Lake.
4-year dude. A day one guy. Now the official's still taking a look at the monitor. I mean, how hard is it to find out how much time's left? Here's the call.
After reviewing, the game clock will be reset to 3.7.
All right, 3.7. So they put 1/10 of a second back on the clock.
You've got to be careful. The inbounder is sometimes the most dangerous person in a play like this. So Kyan Evans guarding the out of bounds cannot fall asleep here for any of that screening action.
Burke to the Sweet 16 on the line. Here we go. Gillespie to throw it in the right side. Looking to get it in. Does Queen, top of the key. Queen drives. Runner at the buzzer. Good. Maryland wins it. Derek Queen, the former McDonald's All-American, has sent Maryland to the Sweet 16.
Oh, just ripped my heart out, why don't you?
They're going to look at it to make sure he got it off in time. I'm pretty sure he did. The officials are still at the monitor. They're holding everybody up from the handshake line.
The basket counts. The game is over.
And there it is. Maryland has won it in an absolute gut punch for the Colorado State Rams. 3.7 seconds away from the Sweet 16. And it was Derek Queen, who had not done much in the second half. And he gets the fadeaway 10-foot baseline jumper to go at the buzzer. And the Terrapins win it 72-71. Did that bank in?
And fading away off of 1 foot, Ethan Morton draped all over him. And you just give it to Derek Queen because that was his moment. He made a tough shot. What can you do?
Man, you can't defend that any better than what Ethan Morton did, but that's a lottery pick. And Derek Queen and a dejected Colorado State basketball team walking off the court. And Kevin Willard, the third-year head coach, who's quite the peach, comes over to talk to Andy Katz and national TV right in front of us. An absolute gut punch. But it doesn't take away from the season that Colorado State was able to put together. The dramatic run of 11 straight. And it ends on a last-second shot in the round of 32. And Seattle is the end of the road for the Colorado State Rams. Again, the final score 72-71. Maryland with the win. Post-game show comes up next on the Colorado State Sports Network from Learfield.
Hi, I'm Alan Jansen from historic Silver Grill Cafe in downtown Fort Collins. Since 1933, our classic diner has been a Ram country favorite for homestyle breakfast,